Barren County basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now back to courtside with
the officials for tonight's games are Barry Vincent, Tommy Young, and Josh Pitto as we get ready for the Trojanettes and the Lady Hornets here in game one of our doubleheader tonight. Metcalfe County in gray uniforms with maroon and white trim with white numbers and letters. And the Trojanettes in their home white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. Trojanettes moving from left to right as we see it from our broadcast location. Metcalfe County coming right to left. Metcalfe County 16-8, Barren County 22-6. The Lady Hornets number 4 in the region this week. Barren County the number 2 team in the region. The Lady Hornets average about 52 points a game. They get up 49. They made 111 threes this year. Barren County is averaging 50.7, giving up just 37, and it made 91 threes. As Barry Vincent will toss it up, Abby Varney with Anna Grace Bly. The tap is going to be controlled by the Trojanettes as Katie Elmore runs it down, gives it to Murphy, and we're underway. And Metcalfe County in a zone. Kind of a matchup zone out there as they give it Murphy over to Varney of the right wing. Sends it back out front to Smith. Swings it back over. Here's a high looping pass on the baseline. Varney fires away and hits it.
Couldn't get the layup, so she backed a step away from the defender and hit a 4-footer to start the night.
And full court pressure by the Trojanettes as they break it. And a pass to Bly in the corner. Back out now to Jolly. They give it to Allen. And now the left side. Here's London driving to the bucket. Throws it up over the rim. Battle for the rebound. Taken by Metcalfe County. They keep it alive. Here's a long three by Jolly, and she knocks it down.
You see the advantage of their height there. They were able to get that offensive rebound and take the lead with a second chance point.
And that's her 29th three-point shot of the year for the freshman. Diagonal pass inside. Here's Varney and tried to make a move underneath, and it's going to be called for a traveling violation.
Already taken a step, and then once he regathered it, took one more for our first turnover of the night.
As the ball comes into play to Jolly, she'll give it off now to Glass. Glass fires it down the court there to Bly underneath, and a shot put up and in by Allen. Josie Allen's just an 8th grader. And it's a 5-2 Metcalfe County lead. There's a bounce pass coming to Varney. Varney looking at the pressure and a double team. Looking, gets it across to Elmore. Elmore on the right side cuts back left and throws it away.
Their press speeding us up early here in the basketball game. We got to calm down and just make the simple pass to get out of their pressure.
And here's Jolly, has a pass deflected by Murphy, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Murphy, they say, so it'll stay with Metcalfe County as Class gets the ball inbound to London. London dribbles. Murphy picks her up on the right side, gets a screen, now cuts back left. Coming off the screen again, steps back, shoots a three-point shot, nails it.
Already early, I mentioned last year she only took one shot. She's already got 2 and more points than she did last year.
And her 49th three-point shot of the year. Murphy, top of the key for a 3. It comes off the rim. Varney trying to go back up with it. Turns and throws it back out to Murphy. She'll try another three-point attempt. It comes off. And the rebound to Jolly from Metcalfe County.
Might as well. Both of those were good looks.
Yep, just wouldn't go down. Jolly gets with it to London. Left wing 3 is off high. And rebound inside there underneath. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up by Elmore. She got bumped. No call. Give it off to Varney. Varney sends it down underneath there to Smith. Lets the defense go by. It was swatted out of her hands. And here is Bly with it for Metcalfe off to Jolly. Jolly crossover dribble left. Top of the key. Steps back. Shoots a 17-footer. No. And Gerald comes up with it. Gives it off to Murphy. Murphy off to Elmore. Goes under. Puts it up. Missed the layup.
Good look. Right idea.
London with it for Metcalfe County. Sends it down the floor. Jolly underneath. Puts it up and in.
Got to do a better job getting back. And Piper wants a quick timeout. Uncharacteristic from her to take a quick timeout like that. But down 10-2, you need to and have to.
Yep. So the Lady Hornets with 2 threes and a couple of 2s here in the early going. We've just played not hardly 3 minutes of this opening quarter. And it's a 10-2 Metcalfe County lead. A timeout brought to you by the People's Bank, your local community bank working for you.
They got behind us a couple times on the press for some easy buckets, and they've knocked down a couple of threes, which clearly helps. We are struggling from the field, have a couple turnovers. Metcalfe has not turned it over any, and you couple all those things together, that's why they're out to an early lead. They look like a pretty formidable basketball team, and deserving of their top 5 ranking. Now we've got to figure out some things.
Absolutely. Katie Murphy over the timeline, straight away, sends it off to Elmore. Elmore looking for Varney, cutting down in there, puts up the shot, blocked. Metcalfe County comes up with it. Here's London, races into the front court, and
that's a walk.
Should have been a walk there. Going underneath, shot is blocked underneath, saved in bounds though by Metcalfe County, and then they fall out of bounds, but apparently Trojanette touched it there in front of their own bench. And the ball will come out to Jolly.
Played almost half a quarter with no fouls. We've had some of this crew before, and they're not going to call many fouls.
So there was a reach right there. They didn't call it. And here's a 3 out of the corner. Air ball. Murphy racing out there with it. Bounce pass up court. Goes to Varney. Varney goes under. Throws up the shot and in.
Good take there. Let the defender fly by. We've got to make those layups. We've struggled in that situation. We've got to make those.
10-4 the score. London with it. Gets a screen out there from Allen. Goes to the baseline. Hooks it back to Allen. Spin move. Throws up an off-balance shot that's no good. Rebound comes off to Varney. Varney trying to penetrate. Can't go. Murphy left wing 3. Swish.
Do not be deterred. She missed her first 2. Another good look. You can't pass it up, and knocked one down to pull us within 3.
So People's Bank 3-point shot for Katie Murphy. That's number 25 on the year for the junior. It's 10-7. Here's London trying to drive. Left of the lane, cut off by Murphy. Ball gets away, but she chases it down. Now looks, bounces it off. Now we got to have a whistle and a foul here as
little bump.
Gerald's will commit her first and the team's first.
Foul is on number 30, Katie Gerald. That's her first. Team first.
Class will toss it in for Metcalfe County as it comes into London. 10-7 the score. They jumped out to a 10-2 lead. Barren County has scored 5 straight. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first. Here's Jolly around the top of the horn against Smith. She walked, but she's going to go to the bucket and miss the shot, and going to call a foul.
She forced them to call a foul. That possession, she grabbed her right across the forearm. Can't get beat in one-on-one possessions.
Jolly, according to the stats, is only a 34.8% foul shooter. But she hit nothing but net on that one.
Yeah, this is another team we've come across here that is not a good free throw shooting team. They barely make it to 60% as a team.
Yeah. And the second one rattles out. Rebound to Katie Murphy. Long pass down. Here's Elmore going to the bucket. Puts it in.
She put that right in the bread basket for a special delivery early.
Phillips IGA. Shop online and choose curbside or pickup or local delivery. Phillips IGA in Highsville. London over the left side. Bounces go to Jolly going up the baseline. Puts it up. Shot it over the rim. Varney with it for the Trojanettes. Crosses to the middle. Crosses back to the left. Now needs some help. Oh, a dangerous pass is going to be picked up by Bly. Bly is going to be fouled from behind. They try to poke it away from behind. And if it's on Addison Smith, that's number 2.
Foul is on number 5, Addison.
It is.
Second, team third.
So she's going to have to come out. And then Ashley Atkinson, who's missed the last 3 or 4 ball games, seen her first action in a while. As the ball comes out to London. London off the screen, drives right side, cuts back left. Now needs some help, gives it over the baseline in the corner. There to Bly and back out to London deep. London sends it out to Jolly. They go in the middle there and then back over to Bly in the right corner. Back out to London. London goes back in the middle there to Allen and back out now to Jolly. Jolly's going to fire up a long 3. Good.
Stuck behind the screen, and you can't tempt her with that space.
Jolly's having a big quarter here. She's got 8 points. She only averages 7.8 a game. Here's Varney in the corner, right up the baseline. Gerald's fires and hits.
Nice runner, pulled up right before Allen was able to defend.
14-11. Metcalfe County with a 3-point lead, coming down to 2 minutes to play in the first.
A little more life from the Trojanettes after Piper's timeout, though.
London Gets rid of it over to Glass. Glass now picks up her dribble, goes in there to Allen, into the circle. Allen throws it back behind her out to Bly. She's going to drive in, throws up the runner, and banked it in.
She's improved.
I think they've all improved. 16-11. Long pass up court to Atkinson. Bounce pass to Murphy on the right wing. Kicks it back over the left side to Gerald's from 17. No air ball. Coming up with it is Allen. Gets rid of it to London. Long pass down right to Bly, and it was knocked down by Varney. Takes it away from her.
Good effort.
Good defensive play by Abby Varney. Spin move, goes up under, puts it in.
Deserved the bucket on the backside after that defensive performance, keeping them from a layup.
Nice Zaxby's play of the game there. A sensational play by Abby Varney. Check in for rewards and free stuff on the Zaxby's app. Download the Zaxby's app today. 16-13 Metcalfe County. Coming down to a minute to play in the first quarter. It's been a quick one. Here's London. Bounces it out to Glass. And now Glass gets a screen from Allen, throws it to her in the lane, turns, throws up the shot, and it's going to come off the rim. Tapped out of bounds by Metcalfe County. And it'll be Barron's basketball. Taylor Strange checking into the Trojan Head lineup, a 5'8 sophomore. She'll come in for Katie Geralds, and Metcalfe County's Heidi Coleman will call a timeout here with 51.6 left to go here in the first quarter. A 30-second timeout. Metcalfe County 16, Barren County 13.
Got to expect some kind of defensive change as they're going back on the defensive end out of this timeout. So we need to anticipate that. And the other thing is, for all intents and purposes, this is a pretty high-scoring quarter for what we're used to giving up defensively. We have seen just recently in the last few games, we've had games where we haven't given up more than 30 points, and they already have 16 here with still a minute to play in the quarter.
Right. Metcalfe County averages 32 rebounds a game. Trojanettes average 25, but Barren County shoots from the free throw line a lot better. As you mentioned, Metcalfe County just a fraction over 60%. Barren County shoots 69% as a team.
And they actually don't shoot the three very well. They're actually just over
26%. Yeah. Here's Elmore giving it out to Murphy. Murphy getting some pressure from Jolly out there as they've gone man-to-man. Left side it goes to Varney, back to Murphy. And now we'll give it back out to Varney with 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Varney comes off the screen, gives it to Murphy on the right side, wants to drive, leaves it off in the corner with Atkinson. She dribbles it halfway out, gives it back to Murphy with 20 seconds to play in the quarter. And now Murphy trying to call the play here with 14 seconds to play.
Had to adjust between that defensive switch they made. We were running a zone play, and then we figured out they were running man.
It's down to 6. Got to go. Here's Murphy. Crossover. Jumper. 14-foot. No good. Rebound to Glass, and that'll do it for the first quarter. After one, it's Metcalfe County 16, Barren County 13. We'll return after this break. This is Trojanet Basketball brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
ATM Media Solutions is your locally owned and operated digital billboard company that provides our community with high-quality, low-cost advertising options for any size business. We offer 3 highly visible, convenient locations, an in-house art department, and the versatility to meet your needs. Call us today at 270-629-4542.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with Jay Turner.
Metcalfe County 16, Barren County 13. The Lady Hornets hit 3 threes that first quarter, 2 of them from Aubrey Jolly. Barren County with 1 3 from Katie Murphy. Second quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Jolly with the basketball from Metcalfe. Goes down in the corner to Glass. Glass will send it back out to London. And now London on the dribble against Murphy. Goes back to Glass to the right side, halfway to the corner. Now wants to go up the baseline, cut off by Elmore. Dumps it in there to Allen. She throws it up and in.
Not rotating defensively very well tonight for some odd reason.
And it's 18-13, Metcalfe County. 30 seconds gone here in the second quarter here. as Murphy goes to Elmore. Out top now to Mary Claire Warren, who's in the ball game now, a 5'2 freshman.
Back zone. They're back zone.
And Varney bounce pass over to Elmore. Elmore back out front to Murphy. They go into Warren and back out to Murphy. Over goes to Elmore. Elmore looking, throws it back across to Murphy on the right wing. Skips it back over to Elmore from 15 feet. It rims off. And London with the rebound for Metcalfe. London with a crossover move against Murphy. Leaves it off with Jolly. Fires that three-point shot up. It's no good. And with a rebound, it comes to Varney for Barren. Varney on the left side. Varney wants to drive. She's cut off. Nice spin move. Throws up the shot, an air ball, though. And London comes up with the ball. A long pass down to Jolly, or to Glass. Ball skipped off of Elmore there. And Warren has it. Had it batted up in the air. Jolly's got it for Metcalfe. Jolly will give it back out to London. Now London off the screen, going left, back to Jolly. Jolly going off screen, cuts back left, goes inside and lost the handle. Got it back though, put it up, shot it over the rim. Elmore with it for the Trojanettes. Katie Elmore driving to the bucket, puts it up, no. Battle for the rebound, Strange throws it back up and in off the window.
Nice to see some offensive boards there.
18-15, Metcalfe County with a three-point lead. London covered up by Murphy. Gets rid of it over to Glass. Out to Jolly. Now Jolly putting down the dribble, directing traffic here. Three-point Lady Hornet lead. Here's Glass on the right side. There's a moving screen there. They didn't see it. But a turnover. Strange picks it up, gives it off to Varney. Varney down the middle of the lane, goes under, throws up the shot, is partially blocked, and here's Strange going up, and she's fouled.
I think they were trying to play the whole game without shooting free throws, were the referees, but they're not going to be able to do that.
And a foul on Bly, her first. That's Metcalfe's first of the ball game. At 5:32 to go in the first half, Taylor Strange, 65.5% foul shooter, averaging about 3.5 points a game. Fires up the first, and it's in there. Lily Bly coming into the Lady Hornet lineup for Aubrey Glass. Looked like she may have lost a contact. Strange fires and hits.
I don't really like our defensive matchups right now. Maybe that substitution will give us a chance to really mix some things up, but maybe not.
That's a one-point ball game. Metcalfe started the ball game leading 10-2. It's 18-17. Working around the right side, it's Jolly on the high post to Allen with a spin move. Goes up, missed the shot. Battle for the rebound is tapped out to Murphy. And Josie Allen, only an 8th grader, plays more like a sophomore or junior.
Wouldn't tell it if you didn't have him in front of you.
Murphy, three. No, it's off high. And the rebound pulled down by Bly. Right side is Jolly. Jolly driving, cut off by Warren. Lost the handle, but Bly in the corner to grab it. Slapped out of her hands by Varney. And out of bounds. Coca-Cola scoreboard update. Cumberland County girls lead Glasgow 13-8 at the end of one. Ball comes out to London. Now London putting down the dribble off the screen. Goes into the corner. She's picked it up. Bounces it out to Allen. Turns, gives it back to London for a three. Banked it in. Number 50 on the season for Cassidy London from behind the arc. They've hit 4 of them now. It's 21-17 Metcalfe County. Varney into the corner to Elmore. Elmore can't go up the baseline. Bounce pass inside there to Strange. Out to Varney. Over goes to Warren for a three. No good. Rebound comes off to Cassidy London.
They only hit 1 of 5 from 3, and they have 4. Big difference.
Yep, she goes inside, flips up the shot, and rolled it off the rim. Another rebound put up and in by Allen. And that's back up to 6 at 23-17. They've scored 5 straight. 3:50 to go in the first half. Here's the lob down into Strange. She puts it up. Looked like a foul there, but no call. London up court to Jolly. Jolly out to London on the left wing. Now London with a crossover move. Leaves it off with Jolly once again. Jolly wants to go baseline. She goes under, puts it up. It is good.
That's
Aubrey Jolly with 11 points.
Yeah, she's having a game for them, and that's the matchup right now I don't really like. And with 11 points, I don't know why we're not switching it.
25-17. 3:17 to go in the first half. Elmore with it on the left side. Elmore out top to Strange. Right side goes to Murphy. Now Murphy giving it back to Strange. Fires away and hits it from 18 feet.
Taylor, when she gets hot, and those couple free throws helped her do that, she can put some points up.
And she has scored all 6 points for Barren County in the second quarter.
We haven't gotten it any closer than 3. They pushed it back out to 6, even with that bucket from us with about 3 minutes to play.
This ball comes into play into Jolly. Jolly's guarded by Ann Ashley Atkinson, who's in the ball game now.
Okay, I like the length a little bit more on that there.
Goes to Allen to the right side, guarded by Gerald. Skips it back over the left side now to Lily Bly, who's an 8th grader. Ball gets loose, picked up by Atkinson. Fires it up to Varney. Across underneath to Elmore. Lays it up and in.
Nice assist. Put it right where she could catch it and throw it up and in.
And Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assists. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with your financial planning. 25-21. Metcalfe County with a 4-point lead. 2:20 left before the intermission. Here's Lily Bly with the basketball. 8th grader gives it over to London. Again, there's only one senior on this Metcalfe County team, and I don't think she really plays that much. Hasn't played any tonight. And here's a shot missed underneath. Ball's loose. Comes out to Atkinson. Gets rid of it to Gerald's. Gerald's looking for Varney. She wanted the ball and then loses it.
Got smacked out of her hand, literally.
And here's Blyde. Has a shot blocked by Varney. Chased it down in the corner. Knocked down again, but taken by Allen. And we're going to timeout here with 1:44 to play in the first half. It is Metcalfe County 25, Barren County 21. Katie Murphy with the only 3-point shot made for Barren County in the first half. And for Metcalfe County, Aubrey Jolly and Cassidy London both have knocked down trays. Aubrey Jolly, who averages 7.8 a game, has 11 already in the first half.
You look at their schedule they played throughout the year, the best team they played, and I don't know anything about the out-of-state teams, but the best team they played is the Pulaski County team we played and lost to by just a point or two, and they got beat by 25. You hear it said about Kentucky a lot when Kentucky basketball goes anywhere. It may not exist like this anymore, but it's kind of like they get everybody's best shot. They're everybody's Super Bowl, if you will. I feel like we're that for Metcalfe County tonight. Even though they're a top 5 team, they are energized, they're motivated, and they're ready to play.
Yep.
It took us a little while to get going.
Jolly out of the right side on the dribble, coming off the screen, and then it's lost out of bounds and actually touched by Atkinson. So Lily Bly, an 8th grader, to send the ball in play, comes out to Jolly. Now Jolly deep on the right side, 1.5 to go. Jolly getting pressure from Atkinson, gives it to London. Now London curls around. Now still on the dribble, 1:20 left to go. London against Atkinson. As Allen set a screen for both ways and comes across the key, gives it off to Bly. Now Bly goes back to Lily Bly. Down the corner to Jolly. Back out to London. 1 minute to play in the first half. Thought about the 3. Now she's going to drive with it. Goes the bucket. Throws it up. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back up. No good. And then the ball is slapped out of bounds by Metcalfe County.
We got switched off, and we had to guard some different positions there. But what that messed with more than anything was our rebounding. We've got to make sure we have everybody hitting the boards.
Murphy goes to Elmore on the left. Out top it comes to Atkinson. Back to Murphy. Now Murphy in the corner to Gerald's. Floats it back to Murphy, getting pressure from Jolly. Down to 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Out to Varney, swings it left to Elmore. Elmore looking, kicks it across, back over to Varney, goes under. I didn't know if they were going to call it or not. The outside official had to call the foul.
We finally got a foul. I'm glad we're...
Foul is on Cassidy London. That's her first and the team's second.
Must have dinner reservations tonight about 8 o'clock because at this rate, they may get there.
Yep. Abby Varney at the line. Free throw, good. 25-22. Barney's a 78.5% foul shooter on the year. Second shot on the way, good.
That's a big part of our games, getting to the foul line, and our girls are going up strong. If you don't call it, then it obviously limits us.
2-point ball game here. Metcalfe County 25, Barren County 23. 15 seconds left in the half. Here's Allen. Gives it over to Jolly on the right side. Jolly trying to make a move, can't. Throws it back out. It's deflected, but chased down by Bly. 4 seconds, 3. In the corner, Jolly covered up by Murphy. Falls down, and that's the end of the half.
The defense there to end the half to keep it within 2.
So here at halftime, Metcalfe County 25, Barren County 23. We'll return with our halftime report in a moment. Trojan basketball brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
Making your funeral arrangements in advance is one last wonderful gift you can give the loved ones who'll be left behind. By freeing them from the burden of many details, you give them time to do the work of grieving and caring for one another. Let A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home help with the reflection and the remembrance.
A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, serving our community since 1928. 201 East Washington Street in Glasgow. Call them at 651-2080.
If you hadn't been to Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, what are you waiting for? Okay, maybe you need a special reason. Well, here it is. Our sizzling signatures. There's the Hawaiian ribeye, marinated for 72 hours and topped with fresh green pineapple. Or how about our Del Rio ribeye, topped with melted anchovies, chipotle butter, and crispy onion tanglers. Both these mouth-watering sizzling signature ribeyes are available right now. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. We know what's at stake.
In Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown.
I'm going to the car wash.
You can't sing. Why are you even trying?
Because I'm going to Thoroughbred Express Car Wash, darling.
And you're excited enough to sing about it?
Sure am. Yeah, here it is. Here, watch. I'll go into the VIP lane here, and bam, they already know who it is because they recognize my license plate. They know who it is and what I usually get.
So is that why they're already treating the front end of the truck?
Yep, to get the bugs and dirt off. Now I let go of the wheel, and the soft touch tunnel does all the work.
It looks like a rainbow. Do you smell that? It smells so clean.
It sure does. Plus, they have free bags, air fresheners, floor mat washer and dryer, air gun sprayers, microfiber towels, and interior spray bottles.
That's why you love it at the car wash.
Thoroughbred Express, your new hometown wash, invites you to become an unlimited member today. Text WOW to 30400 to get a free $20 value Triple Crown Car Wash. Thoroughbred Express, West Main in Glasgow and Sam Walton Drive in Russellville.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don.
Lady Hornets 25, Trojanettes 23 here at the break. Assistant Superintendent of Barren County Schools, Courtney Cruz, with us here at halftime. Good to see you tonight.
Hey, it's great to be here, Jay. What a crowd. I am so impressed.
It would be the last home game. We hope we'll have a good crowd out tonight.
Yeah, I didn't know with the weather. The wind's kind of strong out there.
A little breezy out.
Yeah, I was afraid it might scare some people away.
Yeah. Well, what's been going on?
Well, I've had the opportunity, Jay, to listen to several of these halftime messages, and our principals have done a fabulous job of celebrating their student success and really talking a lot about our staff and how dedicated they are. But I think the one thing Mr. Matthews asked that I come on and really try to convey tonight is how much we appreciate the parents and their support. You look around here tonight and there's aunts and uncles and his siblings, his extended family and caregivers, and you and I have been around sports a long time. We know how long a lot of nights you're up late and then you're back to work the next day and you're traveling all over, or you're waiting in the car for practice to get out and it's ran over, and the money that's spent on camps and shoes, and we just really appreciate the tremendous investment they make in our young people. So I think that's the first thing that he really wanted me to come on and share tonight, is a big thank you to them. And then the other thing is, of course, we are here in the gym, and we wanted to share what Mr. Matthews and the Board of Education, some of the improvements they've got. So at the top, do we see those old wooden bleachers? They're going to have bleachers like the bottom up the top, which will be really nice.
Yes.
New chair backs are coming, which Mr. Matthews told me those chair backs are original to the gym.
They are.
Yes,
I was told that.
Man, they've really held up.
They really have. 44 years?
That's amazing. So anyway, we're getting new chair backs. A couple of the locker rooms are going to get renovated, and then I think one of the most exciting things is we're putting in an elevator.
Yes.
So that'll be great for folks that need that with old knees like mine to get upstairs when they want to sit up there instead of down here. So those are all exciting things that are coming to the gym.
Cafeteria is going to be expanded, I hear.
It is.
And some other classrooms possibly.
Wing. Yeah, it's a new MSD room with a coffee shop for them, and yeah, it's exciting times.
So what are they going to do with the old chair backs once we get the new ones in?
You know, I bet they sell them, don't you?
I would love to have one.
Yeah, I would too.
I think they
Believe
go
it or
just
not,
like that.
I think so too. I'll have to get with Coach Cunningham and the Alumni Association on that, but I bet we auction those off.
That would be great.
I've seen schools do that, colleges, and that's a really neat thing. And I know a lot of people got some of the original floor.
Right.
I think that's
I've
really
got a piece of it. Yep.
That's really neat too. Hey, I just see our athletic director going there underneath the basket. How about him? Fourth region athletic director of the year.
Yeah. Well deserved.
Definitely well deserved. So appreciate Coach Cunningham and the job he does. And Jay, we can't say enough about you. I mean, you are I tell you every time I'm here, but it's so true. You're just the best in the business, and I enjoy listening to you and BCHS, watching it. I know my buddy Dorothy's watching right now down in Florida and listening to
And on a crossover dribble.
Definitely went off of 31's foot there, but they're going to point it to our 6th turnover in the first to open the possession in the second half.
Yeah. So Jolly will set things up for Metcalfe County. On the dribble on the right side of the floor. Goes halfway to the corner, sends it out top to Glass, swings it left over to Bly. Bly can't penetrate, gives it back over to Jolly. Now Jolly sends it down the corner to Glass on the right-hand side. Glass gets screened but goes left, has it poked away. Elmore comes up with a steal. Elmore 3-on-1 underneath, puts it up too strong against the window. Murphy, the offensive board, back to Smith. Bounce pass off to Gerald's. Gerald's turns, looks, gives it back to Elmore. Fakes, goes up the baseline, puts it up short. And coming up with a rebound is Allen for Metcalfe County.
That one wasn't as contested as the first, but got to make one of those.
And here's London shoving it off over to Glass down in the corner. 3 in the air, no good. Offensive rebound, back up no by Allen. Crashing aboard is Katie Murphy. Sends it up court now to Varney. A bounce pass to Smith. It's broken up and stolen by London. London, crossover move to the left, drives the basket against Murphy, lays it up, rolls it in. London has 8. And the lead is back up to 4 for the Lady Hornets at 27-23. Varney, free throw line. Can't shoot, has it smacked out of her hands and stolen. And it's Glass with it. Long underneath to Jolly. Shot it over the rim. And coming up with it is Bly. She threw it away right in the hands of Elmore. 2-on-1. Elmore bounce pass underneath to Smith. She lays it up too hard. Throwing it back up was Elmore. She's fouled. Foul is on London. That is her second. Team's first of the second half, and Katie Elmore at the line. 2 shots. First one is up, hits the front of the rim. Elmore, a 57.5% foul shooter on the season. Second shot in the air, got it. It's her 5th point of the game, 27-24, Metcalfe County. 6:13 to play in the third. Jolly with a basketball for Metcalfe. Going off the screen right, driving, cut off at a baseline. Tried to throw it off somebody's foot there. Here's Varney coming up with a steal. Varney crossover down the lane, trying to force up the shot, whistle, and a foul.
Continue to force it into the paint. Take good shots, but at least go up strong to force a call.
So now Bly has 2. For Metcalfe County, second team foul of the half, and Varney at the line for 2 shots. The first one, no. And Ashley Atkinson, 5'8" freshman, coming back into the Trojan end lineup for Katie Elmore. Lily Bly, 5'5", 8th grader, in for Metcalfe County. Varney for the second toss, it's good. She has 9. It's a 2-point ball game, 27-25. Been 2 points several occasions. Just can't seem to get over the hump. Here's London, left of the lane in the corner. Bly fires a 3, bounces off the rim. Rebound battle, out of bounds, and it went off Smith. So it will stay with Metcalfe County on the right side of the basket as Glass will toss it in. Glass gets it in play to London. Now London, cut off by Murphy, reverses it back out. Still on the dribble. Murphy staying with her. Not close to a 5-second count, but I don't think they were even counting.
No, I don't think so either.
Here's Bly throwing it up, and it is going to be over the rim. Put back up and in by Allen.
She is dominating the offensive boards, and we have to just turn around and push her out of there, whether we get the rebound or not.
Allen averages 7 points and 5 rebounds a game. She's got 8 points in this one already. And Gerald's in the corner on the right-hand side. Atkinson out to Smith. 29-25. Here's Atkinson, 17-footer, no good. And a rebound to Varney. Varney trying to go back up with it, can't. Throws it back off to Atkinson. Sends it out to Smith, over to Murphy. Jump pass down inside there. Varney in a lot of traffic, puts it in.
That's what you call muscling it up.
And it's 29-27. 2-point lead for Metcalfe County. We're down to 4:44 to go in the third. London with the basketball out front with it for the Lady Hornets. Gets rid of it to Bly. Bly sends it out to Glass. Glass top of the circle. Over goes to Allen. And now Allen will get rid of it to London on the left wing. London looking. Gets it out now to Glass. Glass wants to drive against Smith. Now just throws up a wild shot. It's no good. We're going to get a foul call.
A foul on that.
Fouls on Gerald's. I didn't see her get a hand on it anywhere.
I think he called it on the wrong player after he held her out.
First foul on Katie Gerald's. Free throw is spinning in for Glass, a 56% foul shooter. That's her first point of the basketball game. 30-27, Metcalfe County by 3. Second one is good. Makes it 31-27. And now Jolly will come back into the Lady Hornet lineup for Glass. And they're going to pick up with a dangerous pass to midcourt to Gerald's. Gerald's goes in the corner to Atkinson, left-hand side, out to Murphy. Fires it off to Smith. Down inside, there's Varney. Goes back to Smith. Now Smith has to do something with it. Gives it back to Varney. Thought about the three. Drives into a lot of traffic. Spin move. Goes up with a shot and puts it in.
Don't know how she was able to knife her way through there. Got away maybe with a walk, but we'll take it. Back to 2. We got to get over the hump sometime halfway through the third.
Just under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 31-29, Metcalfe County. Jolly with it on the right side. Jolly on the dribble. Comes to the top of the key. Gives it to London for a long-distance three that's way off the mark. Coming up with it is Varney for the Trojanettes. Varney with a left-hand dribble. Leaves it off with Gerald's. Gerald's now looking. Stops and turns and looks and shovels it back off to Varney. Varney throws it over to Smith. A basket here will tie it up. 3 would put the Trojanettes in the lead for the first time tonight.
Only hit 1.
Yep. There's Murphy wide open. 3 in the air. No. Long rebound comes off left side. Smith back to Atkinson from 17. Got it.
You got to continue to crash that offensive glass. We send one guard back. Everybody else needs to go.
So it ties it up at 31 with 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. London with the basketball from Metcalfe County. Pass over to Jolly. Now Jolly looking. Putting down the dribble. Still on the dribble. Sends it over now to London. London off the screen from Allen. And a bad pass, but it tipped right to Bly, and she lays it up and in.
I think it went up right off of our forehead over to Bly for a perfect layup.
33-31, Metcalfe County back on top by 2. Varney gets it across the line, feeds it off to Murphy, off to Gerald's, and she's going to call for a traveling violation. Cumberland County girls lead Glasgow at halftime, 22-18. With Katie Elmore back on the court for Coach Piper Lindsay. It's 2:23 to play here in the third, and a 2-point Metcalfe County lead. London with the basketball, angles off to the right side. Now looks. And in trouble. Bounces it out there to Jolly. Breaks away. 15-footer is off the mark. Atkinson trying to get the rebound. Lost it to Varney, though. Here comes Elmore up the right sideline. Gets bumped. No call. Bounce pass off to Varney. Varney drives in. Goes underneath the string. She puts it up. Oh, she missed the shot. And the rebound comes off to Bly.
I hate it's a stat we keep is just missed layups every game, but we got to get them.
And now London bounces in there to Bly. Throws up the shot. It's blocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Lady Hornets underneath with 1:46 to play here in the third. Lily Bly to trigger it in for Metcalfe County. Pass picked off by Murphy. They try to go to London with it. She threw it off her leg, trying to throw it out of bounds, but it ricocheted the other way, but Atkinson was there to pick it up. Murphy. Left side, Elmore. Sends it back to Murphy. In the middle, Varney. Back over to Elmore. 17-footer left side, short. Hit the left side of the rim. And is picked up by Bly for Metcalfe County. Gets rid of it over to London with 1:18 to play. Down the left side is Jolly. Back out to London. 33-31, Metcalfe. Here's Allen going to the bucket. Puts it up, no good, but a foul.
We let her face cut us and got a step in front of us to the basket. We've got to jam that. Don't let her get the lane that she wants to cut.
Josie Allen, just an 8th grader at 5 feet 8 inches tall, puts it up. It is good. All over the rim and went in.
They're going to have to start in, like they say, redshirt senior, redshirt junior in college. You almost have to do that, even though they're 8th graders. A lot of them have had an extra year.
Right. Second shot's good for Josie Allen. She's in double figures with 10. Now, they've had 4 players to take a year over because of the COVID. 35-31. 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. Left side, Varney. And now Varney throws it across over to Murphy. Right wing 3, Murphy. It's rimming out. And the rebound comes off to Allen. Gets rid of the basketball to London with 48 seconds to play. Here in this third quarter, London cut off, double team. They reach in, tie it up. Murphy got a hand on it. And the ball will go to Metcalfe on the alternating arrow. 42.7 to play. Comes out to London. London wants to drive with it. It goes over Strange and banked it up and in. 10 points for Cassidy London, and now the lead back up to 6 at 37-31.
Haven't had a bucket in a while.
Elmore back out front to Murphy. 25 seconds to play in the third. Murphy, long bounce pass right to Atkinson. Bounces it out to Varney, swings it off to Strange. Now Strange around the top of the key, feeds it in there to Elmore, going to the bucket, puts it up and in.
We needed that one. We hadn't scored in about 3 minutes.
37-33, long pass down underneath to Lily Bly, throws up a wild shot, and it's saved in bounds by Varney. Desperation shot, falls short. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, it's Metcalfe County 37, Barren County 33. We'll be back after this break. This is Trojanette Basketball, brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
Starts with a solid foundation. CRS Construction Company is a business that lays down that solid foundation, getting construction sites ready for new builds. A family-owned commercial and industrial construction company based in Glasgow, the owners have a combined experience of over 60 years in the construction business. They specialize in excavation, site development, and site utilities. Put CRS to work on your next job and know that it will be a success.
CRS Construction in Glasgow. Call them at 270-678-2876.
February is Mineral Savings Month now at your Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Come in now during the month of February and save on Southern States and Purina minerals for the cattle on your farm. Sometimes cattle need additional mineral supplementation in their daily rations. Mineral deficiencies can cause a variety of growth, developmental, and health issues. Adding a mineral supplement program can aid in producing healthier and bigger cattle. For more information about February mineral savings, come into your Southern States on Sampson Street in Glasgow or call 651-2159.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with
Metcalfe County outscored Barren County 12-10 in the third quarter. Barren did come back and tie it up at 31 apiece, but have never taken the lead in this ball game. Barren County, or rather Metcalfe County, 4 field goals and 4 of 4 from the free throw line there in that third quarter. Barren County was just 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Down 4, 37-33. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Elmore fires it down in there to Varney, and she puts it in.
It's a big possession to start with a bucket and start with a positive.
37-35. Varney now with 15 of the night. Here's London driving, throwing up the one-hand shot. It's no good. It's tipped out. Allen back to Bly from 15. It's short. Coming up with the rebound is Murphy. Murphy pushing it down the floor, kicks it off in the corner. Varney, a 3, no good, off the left side of the rim. Here comes Jolly racing down the floor with it from Metcalfe, going in for the layup. It is good, and a foul.
Got to find the ball there. We had 2 kind of converging to try to keep her from getting the layup. You got to find the ball and block it from behind, especially with a size advantage. But instead, we give her an and one opportunity.
Jolly with her first points of the second half. She scored 11 in the first half, got 13 here. And the first foul on Abby Varney. Third of the second half on the Trojanettes, and the free throw is good for Jolly. And it is 40-35. Metcalfe County with 7:17 to go.
Metcalfe staying with a little bit more size when we got in Ashley Atkinson in there, and that gives them a little bit more rebounding edge too.
Murphy works against Jolly, gets rid of it to Varney. Varney curls into the paint, comes back left side, splits the defenders, puts it up, it's no good, and the rebound comes down to London. London On the dribble with 6:53 to play and a 5-point Lady Hornet lead. Pulls up with a 15-foot jumper that's no good. Rebound to Atkinson. Murphy down the middle of the floor. Off it goes to Elmore. Had it open, looking at 3, didn't take it. Goes to Atkinson, down and low. Here's Varney putting it up and
passing there. Cross-court passing and up down for an assist. Another layup for Varney. She's got 2 of them to start the quarter. Back to 3.
Another Edward Jones financial advisor, Jamie Harris assist. 40-37. London in trouble. Gets rid of it to Allen. Throws it back out. Chased down by Bly. Now Bly has to do something with it. Timeout by Metcalfe County with 6:18 to play. It is Metcalfe County 40, Barren County 37.
Good timeout there by Metcalfe. They were dead with no dribbles, so we were trying to come up and really pressure them, and they didn't have many outlets. Timeout was their only option to save the possession.
Metcalfe County with 2 timeouts remaining. Barren County has 4.
We've started 2 of 3 this quarter. They've started just 1 of 4, even though they've had a few good looks. We have been fortunate that they've missed, and we've only given up 1 offensive rebound to get it back down on our end.
Metcalfe County 5 of 5 at the free throw line here in the second half. Barren County 2 of 4.
Pretty good, kind of the role switch there.
Yep.
They're the 60% shooting team, but have come up in a big situation to keep it a very tight game. They had 8-16 in the first quarter. We have done a really good job holding them since. Basically, they have half their points, not quite, but almost half their points they've scored in the game they had in the first quarter.
Ball comes to the play to Jolly. Jolly sends it off the right side over to Lily Bly. Back out to Jolly. Back over to Bly. Now Bly fakes, goes into the corner. Cut off by Elmore. Throws it back out. Here's Jolly in the lane. Allen back over to London. Now London goes in there to Allen. Allen loses a handle on it, trying to go up. Taken by Gerald, gives it to Murphy. 3-pointer will tie it, but here's Atkinson throwing it up, missing the shot. And the rebound comes off to London.
Got to get better angles.
5:42 to play here in the ball game, and it's a 40-37 Metcalfe County lead. Jolly fires it down to Allen. Shot comes up short, and we're going to get a foul.
She went underneath her. As she was up in the air, she kind of scooted underneath her in the air, and that's where he's going to get the foul. But our crowd doesn't like it, since we've only had 2 fouls called against Metcalfe in each half. 4 fouls total.
Free throw is good for Allen. Allen, a 72% foul shooter. Second best on the team. London shoots 73.5. And that one's going to go in, too, for Josie Allen, the 8th grader. She's got 12 points in this ball game, and it's a 5-point Metcalfe County lead. Now Murphy looking at a trap, fires it down the floor to Atkinson, goes underneath to Gerald, throws it up high over the rim. Got too far underneath there. Now out to Jolly, swiped away by Elmore. Elmore bounce pass underneath Atkinson, missed the layup again. And the rebound comes off to Metcalfe County.
It's not our night, huh?
Nope. And going to have over and back against Metcalfe. Would have had an easy 2 if they hadn't called it.
I don't know, what's that? I didn't write the stats down there. That's about 4 missed layups in the last couple possessions. And then we get a turnover from Metcalfe, miss another layup. Just golden opportunities. Yeah. We're still down 5 with just over 5 to play.
Ball comes into Murphy. And now Murphy goes in the corner to Atkinson. Floats it back to Murphy. Murphy. Bounce pass off to Elmore. Elmore shovels it in there to Gerald's. Ball gets loose. Knocked away in there. Another turnover by Barren. They send it down the floor. Here's Jolly with a spin move. Goes up, shot blocked by Atkinson. Taken by Varney. Varney speeding down the floor. Has it knocked away. Loose ball. Shoveled off Varney. Off to Gerald's. Goes up, and she's fouled by Allen. That'll be her first and Metcalfe County's 3rd team foul in the second half. Katie Gerald's a 57% foul shooter. For 2 shots, the first one is up, and it's good. 42-38, Metcalfe by 4. Second shot for Gerald's, got it. 3-point Metcalfe County lead with 4:37 still to play in this one.
Turnover, transition bucket, something like that would be awful nice right now.
As London brings it across the midcourt line, Murphy putting the pressure on, trying to poke in. And now cut off, double team, goes off of Gerald's leg. A lot of pressure on London.
Good. Turn it up just a little bit defensively.
And it'll be Lily Bly to toss it. It comes in to London. 4:20 to play. London on the dribble. Cuts off to the left side, gets a screen, double team. They chase her now, double team. And in trouble. Throws a pass down to the corner to Jolly. And we're going to get a foul.
That's probably best case scenario at the very back side of that, because they ended up with a 2-on-1 break. That would have had a layup if they didn't blow the whistle.
Katie Elmore, her second personal, team foul number 5 on the Trojanettes.
They were lining up to shoot free throws. It was called way out on the floor. Nobody's close to bonus right now.
And Lily Bly will trigger it in, comes out to London. London on the right side, double team, throws it away, went over the head of Gerald's, Jolly, and out of bounds. Couldn't get up high enough for that one.
Yeah, had to throw it over outstretched arms. I think that was Varney and Murphy. Our defensive pressure, one little switch, we're jumping the first pass, and that's causing a few problems for Metcalfe County right now, but you have to score offensively.
As Murphy goes to Varney in the corner, Elmore bounces it back to Varney. Cross-court pass over to Murphy, back to Varney. Drives the baseline, goes under, puts it up, it's blocked underneath, and it's out of bounds off London. 3:41 to play. Metcalfe County with a 3-point lead, 42-39. They've led it from the start. Barren has never led. Comes out to Murphy, top of the circle. Now here's Varney, right elbow. Dribbles it back out. In the middle, Gerald's up and under, gonna have to get out of there, throws it out to Murphy in the corner. Atkinson fires it up there, rim's no good. Varney with a rebound, had it taken out of her hands by Allen, and in the ball, Jolly trying to make a dive, and Murphy, he loses it out of bounds, and it's gonna be Barren County's basketball with 3:19.
Woo. I know, it's gonna be like that for the last 3:19. We're gonna have to be the aggressor. Don't worry about getting fouls right here. Force them to call it.
Mary Claire Warren coming back to the Trojanet lineup for Ann Ashley Atkinson. 3:18 to play. Metcalfe County 42, Barren County 39. Murphy on the dribble, coming to the left side, has it swatted away out of her hands. Loose ball, picks it back up, needs somewhere to go, goes to Varney in the left corner on the baseline. Now sends it back out to Murphy. Murphy with 2:58 to play. Murphy off to Warren. In the middle, in there to Gerald's, turns back to Murphy, goes back to Gerald's, 10-footer in the lane, no good. Rebound comes off to Bly.
That's a good little give and go, got to make them.
And, that's over and back.
They chose to go with the size and a little inexperience there from the 8th grader. Causes another turnover. That's Metcalfe's third.
Ball comes into Murphy. 2:40 to play. Barren down by 3. Warren with it on the right side. Warren sends it back out front to Varney. Back over to Warren. Now here's Elmore with it right of the lane. Sends it back to Murphy. 3 if it goes. Yes!
She's not been afraid to let it fly, even though she struggled since that first make. That's a big character trait to just keep letting it fly. And finally, we find ourselves as close as we've been since it was the tip, 0-0.
42-42, with 2:25 left to go in the basketball game. Trojans and the Hornets in our second game tonight. Trojans will be without the services of Eli Brooks, who is ill tonight and not able to make it.
Obviously, we're going to have to figure out where the scoring comes from.
Yep.
22 some points a game, something like that.
If Tate Spillman can have a game like he did Friday night in Monroe County,
somebody's going to have to. Don't really have an option if you want to compete.
Spillman had 21 points in that 56-51 come from behind win over Monroe County on Friday night. He had 13 of those 21 points in the last quarter.
Talked about they've won Was that 5 of their last 7? In those 5 or last 7, they beat Monroe by 2. They beat Russell by 3. So a couple of district games, they've been able to pull out close games as Metcalfe. We need to be able to see if we can pull out a close one too. I think down the stretch that'll pay big dividends because we will at some point, whether it's the first game or sometime in between, we will be tested in the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Metcalfe County basketball, Aubrey Glass back in the game now for Coach Heidi Coleman. As Glass gets it in play to Jolly. Jolly almost lost the handle and going to have a foul on Abby Varney. Her second, that'll be the team's 6th. 4 seconds came off the clock. Tied at 42 as Glass gets the ball in play. Tipped away by Atkinson and out of bounds here midcourt. And now Glass will inbound the ball. And now lobs it out to Jolly. She chases it down, turns up court against Atkinson. Jolly gets it across the line. Jolly dribbles right off the screen. Throws a bad pass. It's deflected. Gerald's has got it. Gives it off to Elmore. Fires it down to Atkinson. Throws it behind her to Varney. Varney kicks it back out to Elmore. And now Elmore looking. Throws it back to Varney. Back to Elmore. Bodies flying everywhere. Looked like we might have had a 4-on-2 there for a moment. They kick it back to Murphy on the left wing. Murphy across. Throws it behind her over to Gerald's. Now Gerald's kicks it back to Murphy on the left wing once again. Throws it back across to Gerald's. Sends it top of the key. Varney back to Murphy on the wing. A minute and a half to go. Tied at 42. In the middle, here's Gerald's. Kicks it back to Atkinson. Bounce pass. Murphy. 3 in the air. Yes!
Big time shot. We were just throwing it around the perimeter, and Metcalfe had a relaxed possession there to end it. And Metcalfe wants a full timeout. They're next to last as we just had a big bucket by Katie Murphy.
Katie Murphy with 3 threes, 2 of them here in the 4th quarter, and gives Barren County their first lead of this basketball game at 45-42 with a minute 18 to play.
Big shot. Some nervous passes there back and forth as they were throwing it around the perimeter. Metcalfe's length makes those dangerous. But we've met them, and Katie was shot ready there and able to convert for us in a big-time possession. I, again, like the defensive switch. We've been lucky a few times that they haven't called the foul. Next one we are whistling for, however, will put Metcalfe in the bonus.
Right. Metcalfe only 3 fouls in the second half. Barren with 6. After 3, and on the Coca-Cola scoreboard, Glasgow girls have come back to take a 39-33 lead over Cumberland County. You're listening to WHHT 103.7 Glasgow Cave City, online at 104thescore.com and on BCHS Live. 1:18 to go, 45-42, Trojanettes.
It'd be a big win for Glasgow. Glasgow has fallen below 500, and Cumberland County is a 20-win team. We didn't get to play this year, but they have won 20 games, one of just 2 teams in the region that have accomplished that feat, us being the other.
Yep. Glass will inbound the basketball. Full court pressure for the Trojanettes. Comes into Jolly. Now Jolly works up court against Smith. Now cuts back left, top of the key. Fires it over to Glass. Now Glass, with a couple of dribbles, sends it down in there to Allen. She puts it up and in.
I got lost a little bit there.
45-44, 1 minute to play in the game. Trojanettes with the basketball, leading it by 1 point. Here's Varney on the right side, gives it out to Murphy. Back to Varney with 52 seconds to play. Comes off to Smith, swings it left side to Gerald's, and now Gerald's will bounce it out to Varney with 43 seconds left. Varney getting a little pressure there from Glass. On the dribble, down to 38. Now gets into a trap, bounces it off to Murphy. Murphy with 33 seconds, and there's a push by Allen, and that'll be her second. That's only the 4th team foul.
That's a 2-hand push. Not going for the basketball. They still got 3 more to give before we shoot free throws.
Katie Elmore will toss it in. Elmore gets it into Murphy. Foul on Jolly. Her first, team's 5th. stops the clock with 31.4.
You know they're going to come at us hard. You got to be strong with the basketball. Yep. Don't turn it over here.
Elmore at midcourt across the way. Gets it out to Murphy. Now Murphy looking at a trap. There's another foul on Jolly. That's her second, team sixth.
Foul on number 31, Bree Jolly. That's her second, team sixth.
28 seconds to play. Elmore gets it into Smith. Back to Elmore. Dumps it off to Murphy. Fires it down underneath to Smith. Wide open. Didn't take the shot. Now throws it back out to Murphy. Gives it to Varney with 17 seconds. They foul her. And it'll be on Jolly, her third, team 7. Smith was wide open.
I've seen regional tournaments lost because of that right there. And you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I sure do.
You can't pass up points. You can't pass up points no matter where you are.
Yep.
Now we got to convert and get those two to the free throw line.
1-1 for Abby Varney. She's 3 of 4 tonight. Front end is up. It's good. 46-44. Trojanettes. 17.2 to play. Varney for the bonus try. And it's in the air, and it is good.
Timeout Trojanettes here. Back up 3. So we earned them the hard way.
47-44. 17.2. Full timeout. Barren County has 2 timeouts left. Metcalfe County has 1.
Up 3. It's a little bit too much time on the clock to try to foul and put them at the line, especially in this situation because they're such a good rebounding team. We've had opportunities tonight where we haven't grabbed that offensive board, and it's come back to really pay dividends for them because they've been able to get those second chance points. So, I know it's a coach's decision at some point when you're up 3, whether you foul and put the team on the line to take the three-pointer out of the equation. But right now, it's just too much time on the clock to really be tempted with that. Yep. And like I said, they're too good of a rebounding team to give them an opportunity to make that first and cash in on the second.
When you talk about they shoot just over 60% as a team, they've hit 7 out of 7 from the line here in the second half.
Yeah, they haven't looked like it. For sure from the free throw line. And we also said that they just shoot and make almost a quarter of their threes. They don't have a 3, or I don't have them with a 3 half.
Right.
You really got to cover up 3 players. Blythe doesn't shoot a high percentage, but she's got 16 on the year. Jolly and London are the 2 more higher percentage three-point shooters who really like to shoot it and have had success, both of them tonight.
Yeah, Jolly hit 2 threes in the first quarter. London hit 1 in each first and second quarter. And Lily Bly will toss the ball in for Metcalfe County with 17.2. So it comes into Jolly. She'll send it up court there to London. London with 13. It gets into a trap, and it goes off the leg of Murphy and out of bounds with 11.4.
He ran about, 6 seconds off?
6 seconds, close to 6. And Glass.
We had a little confusion there. But
I don't know what
we were walking back to our bench, and they were getting ready to inbounds it. Yep. Metcalfe didn't have anybody on them, but our girls heard them call timeout, and that's why they were walking back.
Right.
That is their Metcalfe's last timeout of the basketball game. We have 2, both teams in the bonus, and they have the possession arrow. They'll have it out right here in front of their bench, I assume. Again, same scenario, same format. You cover up the 3 and make sure you find the body to check when the shot goes up to get that defensive rebound and be strong with it, because they'll have to come foul if that scenario plays out.
Metcalfe led 37-33 going into the fourth quarter. Barren did not take their first lead. They came back and tied the game at 42 and then took their first lead at 45-42 on that 3-point shot from Katie Murphy.
Right. Big shots, big defense by Katie Murphy. We need a good defensive stand to end the game here.
Yeah. Metcalfe, the taller team. London 5'9", Bly 5'10", Allen 5'8". And it'll be Glass to toss it in. 11.4 to go. Barren leads at 47-44. Now they look. They get it in play to Bly. Back to London in the corner. Jolly with it. Can't shoot. Throws it back to London. 4 seconds. Bly fires up a three. No good. Crashing the board. Loose ball put up and in at the buzzer, but is it going to count?
It will count.
But it will be a 1-point win for Barren County. Wow.
And that was Allen who put it back up and in. She's been a big board for Metcalfe, but all that mattered was a three, and we took care of that.
So the final score is Barren County 47, Metcalfe County 46. Metcalfe County falls to 16-9 on the year. Barren County improves to 23-6 on the season. And we'll get Coach Piper Lindsay for Coach's comments quickly, brought to you by McDonald's. Coach, what a ball game. We started out down 10-2 there. We fought back, never did get the lead until Katie Murphy's three-point shot there late.
Yeah, I just was proud of the girls for continuing to battle. I mean, obviously, one of our main goals was doing the little things, and at halftime, we kind of let the girls talk, and they came up with every single thing that we said as coaches before we went in there, and, we didn't clean it up yet until, the last probably 3 or 4 minutes, like you said, but the girls never quit, they never fought, or they never stopped fighting. Just proud that they stayed in the fight for the entire game.
You were able to defend the three there in the second half. They hit 4 on you the first half.
Yeah, and that's one thing we talked about. We knew we couldn't give them space. We were going under screens, which was incorrect. We obviously want to go over top when teams can shoot the three like that. Rebounding, we just didn't. There were a lot of things we didn't do well, but somehow we found a way to win.
They're a taller team.
They are, and we tried to trap a little bit, and we weren't rotating, and again, we just got to make sure we buy in and finish that.
Well, you got one more regular season game to go. Go to Clinton County on Thursday, a team that has a pretty good player in Landry Moons.
Yeah, she's tough. We got to make sure that we guard her, obviously, and again, we still want to clean up the little things. We got one more practice game left, and we need a good outing on Thursday.
I know you were glad to get Ann Ashley Atkinson back in tonight.
Yeah, it was good to kind of get her some reps, some more experience. Of course, she hadn't been with us for about a week and a half, and I thought that it was okay for what she did.
Yeah. Coach, congratulations to you. See you on Thursday. Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes winning 47-46 over Metcalfe County. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy McDonald's meal tonight at your Glasgow McDonald's. We got the CPC Commodities post-game report. It's coming up next on Nash 103.7.
Is Mineral Savings Month now at your Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Come in now during the month of February and save on Southern States and Purina minerals for a variety of growth, developmental, and health issues. Adding a mineral supplement program can aid in producing healthier and bigger cattle. For more information about February mineral savings, come into your Southern States on Sampson Street in Glasgow or call 651-2159.
SCRTC's annual used vehicle and equipment auction will be February 1st through 28th. Come by their office in Glasgow during the week from 7:30 to 3:30 to view items. Pick up a bid form at any SCRTC office or at scrtc.com. Bids need to be submitted in a sealed envelope to Lisa Beatty, marked for the sale. All bids will be opened at the February 28th meeting. The auction sale includes everything from vehicles to poles, office equipment, and more. To view items and get your bid form, go to scrtc.com.
Every time I look in the mirror, I'm astonished at how much my smile has changed. I see photos on social media. I just cannot believe the transformation because of Sure Smile. I'm just over a year into wearing my Sure Smile trays, and I'm happy to say I'm on the home stretch. Dr. Riley and his staff are instrumental in giving me more confidence when it comes to my smile. Call Riley Dental Group to find out what they can do for you. 270-651-5939. Do you have teeth that aren't straight, or maybe you wore braces at some point, and over the years your teeth have shifted? I'll be honest, I was embarrassed at how my teeth looked, and that's not easy for me to admit. To say I'm excited about my smile now is an understatement. Whether you want a small change or a more your significant transformation, call Riley Dental Group for a consultation. 270-651-5939. Do it for you. Sure Smile will help you smile with confidence. I cannot wait to see my outcome.
You deserve an awesome gym.
Yes, you do.
Even if you can't deadlift a tie. Even if you're not training for an iron anything.
You deserve a gym that's friendly, local, beyond spotless, beyond well-equipped. A gym with every fun class you want in one place. Extreme Health Club set out to reinvent their fitness facility with all the extremes. More space, more equipment, more classes, more new. Stop by and see for yourself. Better yet, join an awesome new gym. Extreme Health Club on Moran Street in Glasgow.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with...
And we welcome you to the CPC Commodities post-game report. CPC Commodities, proven on our farm, made for yours. Trojanettes in a thriller over the Lady Hornets tonight, 47-46 to go to 23-6 on the year. Metcalfe County now 16-9. Metcalfe County jumped out to a 10-2 lead to start the ball game and led 16-13 after the end of one. They led by 2 at halftime, 25-23 and 37-33 after 3. Barren County outscoring the Lady Hornets in the fourth quarter 14-9. Metcalfe County had 17 field goals in the basketball game. 4 of those were three-point shots. They made all 4 of those trays in the first half. They hit 8 of 9 free throws, and they had 3 players in double figures. Josie Allen, just an 8th grader, leading the way for the Lady Hornets with 16 points. She had 6 in the first half, 10 in the second half, hit 4 of 4 free throws. Aubrey Jolly, who has scored 11 points in the first half, finishing with 14. She's only a freshman. 10 points for Cassidy London. She knocked down a couple of threes and a couple of 2-point baskets for 10, only a sophomore. 4 points for Anna Grace Bly, who's a junior, and Aubrey Glass, another freshman, scoring 2 free throws for her 2 points. Lily Bly, an 8th grader, did see action but did not score for Metcalfe County tonight. Trojanettes, same number of field goals, 17. 3 3-pointers, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. And it was Abby Varney finishing with 19 points tonight. Had 8 points in the first half, 11 in the second half. Hit 5 of 6 free throws. And then Katie Murphy hitting the big 3 to give the Trojanettes the lead. 3 threes for Katie Murphy tonight. 9 points in the contest. Katie Elmore scored 7. Taylor Strange with 6 points there in the second quarter. 4 points for Katie Geralds and 2 for Ann Ashley Atkinson. And I got a final score in that Glasgow-Cumberland County girls. Glasgow wins at 54-52.
I had a 17 of 47 for 36%. We were just 4 of 12 that last quarter, but the big threes were obviously the difference. We were just 3 of 10 in the game. Katie hit all 3 of those. They were 17 of 46 for 37%, so pretty identical on the stat sheet. They hit 1 more 3 than we did. They were 4 of 10. We turned it over 11 times. They turned it over 9. I had us rebounds were 26 apiece. They had a couple more offensive boards than we did. They had 9. We had 7. All in all, looks like we're going to have a little extended in-between games here as every one of the Little League kids gets recognized here on Little League night, so they haven't started the clock. But just letting everybody know it'll be a little while before we get the boys' game going. To finish out the girls' game, though, I thought the game changed when we made them get other people involved handling the basketball. When London got the basketball, they trapped. When the Jolly girl got the ball, we trapped. And our length wasn't as great as, and we're not as long as Metcalfe, but we put them in situations where they were throwing over some really good traps right here in front of us, close to the half-court line, the timeline, and they just didn't make an adjustment. I thought our kids did a really good job adjusting, not dropping their head, falling down early. We stayed in the game and just kind of chiseled away at it, and when things weren't going our way, we found a way, and Katie Katie was the main one that took threes tonight. I'm not sure anybody else really attempted threes, and when she wasn't hitting those first couple, she kept shooting the basketball, and really what, if you start to shut down when you're not making a couple, we don't win that basketball game. So this is one we really needed. We didn't, if we lost it, it's not going to hurt us, but we need a close game, good competition to kind of get us in tournament mode. Metcalfe is the best team we had left on the schedule. Clinton County doesn't have a winning record, but obviously that's a really tough place to play, going down there on Thursday night after a long bus ride, and you're out of your routine a little bit playing on a Thursday night with only 1 day of practice and 1 day of rest after a hard-fought one tonight. So good win by the girls.
Time to name the Monticello Bank MVP of the game. Your MVP when it comes to all your financial needs. Proud sponsor of the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, they're not always
I know my pick.
They're not always easy, but I think it is tonight. Not only did she play really good defense against Cassidy London for the majority of the game. Cassidy London did end up with 10. She averaged a 16 a game, and she really got off to a hot start hitting a couple of threes, but not only that, Katie made the big shots down the stretch, and she really took over. Katie Murphy's my vote, and I'm sure yours as well.
Absolutely. 3 threes for Katie Murphy tonight. Hit the three that gave the Trojans their first lead of the basketball game as she finishes with 9 points. Katie Murphy, the Monticello Bank MVP tonight. Well, that about wraps up the girls' portion of our broadcast here as we get set for the Trojans and the Hornets coming up in Game 2 of our doubleheader. This has been the CPC Commodities post-game report, so get set for more action here courtside. Bobby Steenbergen Court at Barren County High School as the Barren County Trojans take on the Metcalfe County Hornets. That could be a good one, just like the girls earlier tonight. You're following the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off. It is next on Nash 103.7.
Life is a series of moments, big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for the trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build personalized strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through it all. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris. Call me at 270-651-9993. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The new Kubota MX series has a lot to offer, including the versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade roads, and clear brush and snow. An optional spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. A front-end loader with excellent rotor lift capacity, transmission options, and rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Your Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
This is Terry Bennell, Chairman, President, and CEO of the People's Bank. Have you heard about the great rates going on now at People's Bank? Open a 3-month CD and earn 4.0 annual percentage yield, a 6-month CD and earn 4.50 annual percentage yield, or a 12-month CD and earn 4.65 annual percentage yield. Choose a great rate and make it count. Stop by the People's Bank, 1300 West Main Street, Glasgow, to open your new CD today. People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Time offer. The bill balance required to open. And object this in anything less $1,000. Money only rate is fixed for this term of the certificate on the terms and conditions. Please refer to the account disclosures available and account opening and upon request.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with
Barren County's Tate Spillman had a breakout game on Friday night, scoring 21 points, including 13 in the last quarter, to defeat Monroe County in Tompkinsville 56-51 after trailing by as many as 12 points in the second half. Metcalfe County comes in with a record of 11-16 under sixth-year head coach Brandon Brockman, their first losing record since 2019, despite having 4 starters repeat a year during COVID. Seniors Jax Allen and Wyatt Bly were able to repeat their junior year. Senior Logan Phelps repeated his sophomore year, and Hudson Jesse repeated graduated his freshman year. They also got a couple of transfers in M.J. Pendleton, who played here at Barren County, and Cade Button from Caverna. Allen and Bly were also named to the third-team All-Fourth region. Bly was also rated the seventh best player in the fourth region in the preseason poll. Also with the 11-16 record, the Hornets are the number 1 seed going into next week's 16th District Tournament, as they will play the winner of Cumberland County and Russell County on Monday night. Cumberland County and Russell County will play in that 4-5 game on Sunday afternoon. The Hornets have lost 4 of their last 5 games. They lost to Glasgow by 7, Hart County by 6, South Warren by 18, and Campbellsville by 2. And a win over Cumberland County out of those 5 games in overtime by 12. Other common wins, they defeated Allen County Scottsville by 24. They defeated Cumberland County twice by 2 and by 12 in overtime. Monroe County by 4, Russell County by 20. And some losses coming to Barren County: Warren East by 5, Russell County by 9, Monroe County by 16, Russellville by 8, Glasgow by 7, and South Warren by 18. That game was on Friday night. Barren County leads the series dating back to 1998. 28-7. The Hornets won last year in overtime in Edmonton by a score of 82-74. It was their first win over the Trojans since 2011. So Trojans need to try to contain Jax Allen, who averages 21.5 points a game, and Bly, who averages 16 points, which is over half the points the team averages, about 65 points a game. And on top of all that, Barren County's Eli Brooks not able to play tonight due to illness.
Kind of a tough formula when you put it like that. And we went over there last year. We got off to a really hot start. I thought, that was a game that we were going to cruise to win, and they put together quite a performance in the fourth quarter, sent it to overtime, and they got the first punch in overtime, and we didn't really respond. That was a tough loss for us down the stretch. Eli being out 21 points a game is clearly something that you can look at one of two ways. That you look at it and say, oh boy, how are we going to make up for 21 points, which is true. But it's an ability or an opportunity, better yet, an opportunity for somebody to step up and have a really big game. And it's going to happen if we win the basketball game, because even though they're I guess, red shirt seniors, the two kids for them, Bly and Allen, are really, really good, and they can score the basketball just about at any point. So not only will we miss the scoring of Eli, but we'll miss his size and length to contest with them around the rim.
Yeah. Metcalfe County only has an 11-16 record. You would think it'd be something like 18-10. They've lost a lot of close games. They ended up being the number 1 seed of the district with the third worst, or the second worst record, I guess you could say, in that district. And I'm going to tell you that I don't know who's going. I couldn't even predict who might come out of that district this year, because you've got Metcalfe County, the 1 seed at 11-16, Monroe County, the 2 seed at 16-12. They have the best record of anybody in the 16th district. Clinton County has the second best record in the district. They're the 3 seed at 14-12, and then Cumberland County 11-17, Russell County 9-19. Of course, Cumberland County, Russell County, the winner of that game will have to play Metcalfe, and then you got Monroe playing Clinton.
Yeah, it could be tough. I think without seeing Metcalfe play, I think they would probably be favored just by the draw they got.
And it's at Metcalfe, too, though.
That clearly helps. So I think they have probably the upper hand. They only have 1 win all year against a team in the region, not in their district, and that was Allen County Scottsville very, very early in the year, their third basketball game, and they've lost 4 out of their last 5. So, everything's trending maybe the wrong direction for them, even though they're the 1 seed and have played really well in that district. We don't want to figure to be the reason they turn that trend around.
Right. I want to say congratulations to Barren County head basketball coach Warren Cunningham. He was named the 4th Region Athletic Director of the Year. A well-deserved honor for Coach Cunningham.
Absolutely. You get to see it from a different light in my job that I do every day, of how much he works and and all the aspects and the avenues that you have to navigate as an athletic director. And Warren does a really good job, and he doesn't ask for a lot of help. He knows what to do and does it well.
Looking at some numbers, Metcalfe County, who was ranked 11th in the region this week in the final Bowling Green Daily News prep poll among the 4th region teams. They came in at number 11. Barren County at number 6 in the final poll this week. Looking at Metcalfe County's numbers, they average almost 65 points a game, and they give up 66 points a game. They shoot 42.3% from the field. They've made a lot of threes, 171 three-point shots. And you look at their percentage, it's 32.3%. But looking at who has made those three-point shots, Wyatt Bly, 47 threes. Logan Phelps, 45 threes. Jax Allen with 31. They like to put it up.
The 3 leading scorers are their 3 best in terms of makes, three-point shooters. So you really have to guard them at all points of the floor, on the floor, which makes it a little bit more difficult. You can't just pin in or narrow in that they're three-point shooters or they like to drive it. They're just all 3, but especially the 2 main ones in Allen, they're just scorers.
Yeah. They shoot 68% as a team from the free throw line and average just under 30 rebounds a game. And Jax Allen, along with Wyatt Bly, were named to the 3rd team all 4th region. Both those guys are seniors, and as I mentioned, they did take a year over, took their junior year over second time due to the COVID pandemic. Barren County averaging 59.4 points a game and give up 55.3, shooting 46.5% for the field. Have made 132 three-point shots this year, shooting at 34.5%. From the free throw line, 68.5% and 27 rebounds a game. We got more to come in the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off. We're still 9 minutes away. The Trojans and the Hornets in Game 2 of our doubleheader. If you missed the girls' game, it was down to the wire as Barren County pulling out a 1-point victory over Metcalfe County's Lady Hornets, 47-46. Back with more in a moment. This is Trojan Basketball on Nash 103.7.
Life is a series of moments, big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for the trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build personalized strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through it all. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris. Call me at 270-654-9993. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
A lot of plans comes with a lot of work. The new Kubota FX is a lot to offer, including the versatility to mow, move details, grade roads, and clear brush and snow, and optional spacious attachments to keep comfortable in any conditions. At Barren Motor, excellent rotor lift capacity, transmission options, and their #1 durability and owner experience. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Your Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
It's Terry Bennell, Chairman, President, and CEO of the People's Bank. Have you heard about the great rates going on now at the People's Bank? Open a 3-month CD and our 4.0 annual percentage yield, 6-month CD and our 4.50 annual percentage yield, or 12-month CD and our 4.65 annual percentage yield. Choose a great rate and make it count. Stop by the People's Bank, 1300 West Main Street, Glasgow, to open your new CD today. People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Limited time offer. Minimum balance required to open. May object this date. Anything wise. Metcalfe so much. New money only. Or is fixed for the term of the certificate or the terms and conditions. Please refer to the account disclosures available. And account opening and upon request.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with
And we're still about 6.5 minutes away from the Trojans and the Hornets in Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Don't forget, we'll be at Clinton County on Thursday night. Trojans and Trojanettes taking on the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. Girls game will start at 6, and the boys game to follow will be on the air a little after 5:30 from Albany with that doubleheader broadcast. Final doubleheader, final games of the regular season as we head into district tournament play on Monday night at Warren East High School in Bowling Green. We'll be there 5 nights, bringing you 6 tournament games as the Trojanettes will take on Warren East in the first game at 6, followed by Glasgow and Allen County Scottsville in the second game. We got both those games on the radio for you on Monday night. Tuesday night, the Trojans taking on Allen County Scottsville at 6 o'clock. We'll have the broadcast of that game. Then Wednesday night, it's the Glasgow Scotties playing the Warren East Raiders. And we'll have the broadcast of that game as well at 6 o'clock on Wednesday night with pregame coverage each night around 5:30. The girls' championship will be on Thursday night of next week. Boys' championship on Friday night of next week. All the games will start at 6 o'clock Monday through Friday, of course, with the doubleheader on Monday night. And then we'll head to Western Kentucky University for the 4th Region Tournament. We'll be doing all 14 games courtside from Diddle Arena starting on Sunday, February 26th. So lots of basketball still to come, and the most fun time of the year, the most exciting time of the year. And we know it's the second season. It's one game sudden death, however you want to look at it. Well, if you lose, you're done when you get to tournament time, and hoping that the Trojans and Trojanettes can go as far as they can as we look forward to those broadcasts coming up starting next Monday. Looking at the starting lineups of tonight's game, Metcalfe County Hornets coming in at 11-16 under 6th-year head coach Brandon Brockman. His record overall is 76-98. His assistant coaches are John Allen and Matt Reed, and they will start Jax Allen, a 6'2 senior, averaging 21.4 points and 7.7 rebounds a game. The other starter is Wyatt Bly, a 6'1 senior, 16 points, 4.6 rebounds. Logan Phelps, number 00, a 5'9 senior, averages 8 points a game. Hudson Jesse, number 5, a 6'3 sophomore, averaging 5.8 points and 5.4 rebounds a game. And I think the other starter is MJ Pendleton. We'll make sure we get the official lineup, but that was the first 5 we had in the order. 6'6 senior, 6.2 points and 5.1 rebounds. Coming off the bench, they'll have Cade Button, a 5'10 freshman, at 4.7 points a game, and Maddox Garrett, who's a 5'11 freshman that averages 3 points a game. For the Barren County Trojans, under 15th-year head coach Warren Cunningham, 18-10 coming into tonight's game. His assistant coaching staff is Jared Browning, Matt Gardner, John Stevens, Tucker Kirkpatrick, and Wade Coomer. Tate Spillman, a 6' sophomore, averages 6 points a game. Bray Bewley, number 3, a 6' sophomore, averaging 4.1. Aiden Miller, number 24, a 6'5 senior, averages 14.1 points and 7 rebounds a game. Carson Beckham, number 35, 6'1", a senior, averages 8.7. And assume the other starter, I'm not sure, we'll have to double check it. The other starter is going to be Blaine Watson tonight. He's a senior at 5'10". So a couple of changes in the Metcalfe County lineup. They're going to start Cade Button, number 31, a 5'10 freshman that averages 4.7. And the other starter is C.T. Brandstetter, number 3, a 6'2 sophomore that averages 2 points a game. So they will start Hudson Jesse, MJ Pendleton, Cade Button.
Sorry, those are the ones.
They're not going to. Okay, they're not going to start. So C.T. Brandstetter, Cade Button, Logan Phelps, Wyatt Bly, and Jax Allen are your starters for the Metcalfe County Hornets. And your starting lineup has been brought to you by SCRTC Total Communications. When we come back, we got the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. And our first quarter of action brought to you by German American Bank, supporting the communities we serve and believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Trojans and Hornets coming up next. Brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
Construction sites ready for new builds. A family-owned commercial and industrial construction company based in Glasgow. The owners have a combined experience of over 60 years in the construction business. They specialize in excavation, site development, and site utilities. Put CRS to work on your next job and know that it will be a success.
Glasgow. Call them at 270-678-2876.
The caring staff at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home knows this community. Hatcher and Sadler assists families with pre-arrangements and moving pre-arrangements. Planning ahead provides peace of mind to you and your family. It also gives you time to think about your preferences and how you want others to remember you. 120 years of trust. Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, corner of North Race and Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Call anytime, 270-65.
Every time I look in the mirror, I'm astonished at how much my smile has changed. I see photos on social media. I just cannot believe the transformation because of Sure Smile. I'm just over a year into wearing my Sure Smile trays, and I'm happy to say I'm on the home stretch. Dr. Riley and his staff are instrumental in giving me more confidence when it comes to my smile. Call Riley Dental Group to find out what they can do.
Make sure you tune in every Monday at 4 o'clock on 104.7 The Score for the Brown Sports Bag, an hour-long sports show with James Brown and John Butler as they discuss high school and college sports. The Brown Sports Bag, Mondays at 4 on 104.7 The Score. Also follow 104 The Score's James Brown for in-depth stories, photos, interviews, and more from tonight's action on 104thescore.com and the 104 The Score Facebook page. Metcalfe County in gray uniforms, white numbers and letters, maroon trim. As their bench is to our right, Barren County to our left. They'll be in their home white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. The officials for this second game are the same three we had in the girls' game earlier. Barry Vincent, Tommy Young, and Josh Pitto.
Metcalfe, one of those schools that has a very weird uniform combination. Their main colors are blue.
Yeah, maroon and blue, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure you could find many schools in the state that would have that color combination, but it gives you the ability, kind of like South Warren or Greenwood, some of those schools that have multiple options to really do different uniform combinations. They don't really use the blue as much anymore in many of their uniforms, but it's still out there.
Yeah. Again, the Trojans without Eli Brooks tonight, 21 points a game. Mentioned somebody who have to step up and make up the difference. Barren County's won 6 of their last 8. Metcalfe County has lost 4 of their last 5. But it's always a battle. Metcalfe County winning it last year in Edmonton in overtime, 82-74.
Used to play them first game of the season and one of the last games of the season. That used to be a 2-game series every year. That kind of went away over the years, but definitely a game you got to play. Just look at the crowd in here tonight. Right. I know it's Little League night, but there's a lot of people in here on a Tuesday night.
Yep. Aiden Miller for Barren, Jax Allen for Metcalfe County. Barry Vincent steps in to toss it up. And here we go. Controlled by the Hornets. As Cade Button, 5'10 freshman, handling the point for Metcalfe County. Right side it goes to Phelps. And now Phelps picks up his dribble, goes out to Button. Button goes back to the right side to Phelps. Sends it out top to Blind. Around it goes to the left side to, who's number 3?
That is Brandstetter.
Oh, CT Brandstetter. I've got him way down on the list here. Okay. So we had a foul, and that was on Carson Beckham. So Metcalfe County keeps the basketball, comes out to Phelps. He'll get rid of it to Bly. Bly wants to penetrate. Spin move, off balance, left-handed shot off the window and in.
Big step there to get to the baseline and the basket off of that spin move. Hopefully that first foul call is not an indication of how they were going to play it. That was a great defensive play by Beckham just to keep him from driving.
Beckham goes inside to Miller, spins the other way, throws it up off balance. He gets fouled. And so Aiden Miller will head to the free throw line. The foul will be on CT Brandstetter.
We didn't have 2 fouls in the girls' game till it was about halfway over, I don't think.
And so Aiden Miller at the line, 69.5% foul shooter on the season. 2 shots. First one is up, and it comes out halfway down and out. And so he'll have 1 more shot. Second shot for Miller. And it's up and in. So Barren County on the board now, 2-1 the score. Kate Button with a basketball for Metcalfe. Gets rid of it to Bly. Bly lost the handle, chases it down. Spillman trying to put pressure on him. Left side it comes to Button. Spin move. Can't go. Out to Brandstetter. Brandstetter sends it over to Bly. Now Bly. Jump shot straight away. In and out. And a rebound. Bewley had it for a moment. Lost it. Whistle. What do we got here? Foul
on Metcalfe.
And it's going to be on Brandstetter. That's 2 quick ones on C.T. Brandstetter. He'll have to come out. And coming in from Metcalfe County is N.J. Pendleton, who receives a lot of boos from the Barren County student section. Of course, he played here and then transferred to Metcalfe his senior year.
Those are more friendly. He's friends with a lot of those kids.
Yeah, it was a friendly boo. As it goes to Beckham, left wing 3. Yes, that's what we like to see out of Carson Beckham.
That's right. It gives him the confidence when you see that ball go through the net when your first shot. Hopefully that will carry over.
They go inside. Phelps with a left-handed shot. Drops it off. Rebound by Allen. Back up and in off the window.
That's going to be part of the problem tonight without Eli is just the rebounding that you have to make up, the size.
Bewley picks up his dribble, left of the key. He'll go to Watson on the right side. Back to Bewley. Bewley trying to make a move. Gets cut off at the left side of the free throw line. Puts up the shot short. Saved in bounds by Miller. Back out to Beckham. Now Spillman's got it. Spillman can't penetrate. Gives it back to Bewley. Right side of the corner. Goes to Watson. Back out now to Bewley. And now Bewley holds it. Tied at 4. 5:45 to play the opening quarter. Bewley, top of the key. Over the left elbow. Comes to Miller. Gives it out to Beckham. He's open. Lets it go. And it's off the mark this time. Rebound comes off to Jax Allen for Metcalfe County. Here's Button into the front court. Stops. Little head fake. Drives left of the lane. Cut off. Gives it to Bly. Now Bly will shoot up. The jumper good for a long 2.
Good defense by Tate, too. Not really much you can do there.
And Metcalfe County leads it 6-4. Here's Watson on the left wing. Watson on the dribble. Picks it up. Throws it back out front to Spillman. And now Spillman getting a little pressure out there from Wyatt Bly. Takes it right side. Gets rid of it over to Beckham on the right wing. Out top it comes to Watson. Watson jump shot. Free throw line. Got it.
I think that was Allen. Never really came up and guarded him. Took advantage of the free throw line jumper.
And we're tied at 6 with 4:52 to play here in the first quarter. Bly with it. Gives it to Allen. Left to the key. Over to Button. Button. There's Pendleton with it. Top of the circle. Sends it right side over to Bly. Fires it down to Allen. Allen. Jump shot. Fade away. Got it.
Allen coming back. I may be right. I think he had an opportunity to be one of their all-time leading scorers coming back and get that extra year.
Here's Watson, right wing, lets it go for 3. It's off the back iron. Ball slapped out of bounds by Miller. So he fought for the rebound with Kate Button of Metcalfe County to stay with the Hornets here. 4:22 to play, first quarter. Metcalfe County 8, Barren County 6. There's Bly into the front court. Gets a screen from Pendleton, penetrates right down the lane, scoops up the shot and put it in. Boy, what a shot.
Yes, he had to fight through a little defense. We got a hand on the ball, and he still powered through it.
Here's Miller putting it up, no good, but a blocking foul underneath the basket on Pendleton. It'll be his first, team's third.
Easy calls on the attack. We have to find ways. They don't really have a lot of size. We've got to find ways to see if we can get Miller into the paint and get him the basketball.
Yeah, Pendleton's actually the tallest player on the roster. Miller at the line for 2. First one good.
Get him an inch taller than Miller. I think Miller's listed 6'5", isn't he?
Yes. Carson Beckham checking out for the Trojans, and Taylor Ogles, a 6'2 senior, in for Barren. Aiden Miller back to the line. His second free throw shot is good. After missing his first one, he's come back and hit 3 in a row. 10-8, Metcalfe County, coming down to 4 minutes to play in the first. Bly Dumps it off to Pendleton. Pendleton trying to go baseline against Miller. Throws it back across left side over to Phelps. Phelps moves in, fires it off to Allen, and it goes off of either Ogles or Miller and out of bounds. So Button right of the bucket. In the corner to Phelps. Phelps out to Pendleton. Fires it in there to Allen against Taylor Ogles. Backtracking in. Up, pump fake, puts it up, no good, but a foul. And Ogles will commit his first, team's second.
Stay on your feet. You got to stay on your feet against them, because what they like to do is ball fake, spin, do all those things that get you to give them the space back that you're giving away leaving your feet up.
Jax Allen, 76.7% foul shooter, gets his 5th point of the game. Pendleton checks out for Metcalfe County, and coming in is Hudson Jesse, a 6'3 sophomore. Averages 5.8 points and 5.4 rebounds. Allen for the second toss, it's good. 12-8, Metcalfe County with a 4-point lead, 3:45 to play here in the first.
He's hit almost 135 free throws this year. That's a lot of points just from the stripe.
Left side, Miller trying to get around his defender, and he got fouled, but no call. A spin move. Jesse had his hands all over him.
Yeah, 2 hands all day but there.
Miller gets the bucket, and it's 12-10. Here's Cade Button with it on the left side. Getting a screen from Allen. Penetrates down the lane, throws up the runner. It's no good. And the rebound to Ogles. Gets for the basketball to Bewley. Bewley fires it off to Spillman to the right wing. Skip pass over to Waylon Clemens, who just checked in. Here's Clemens throwing it up on the run. Banked it up, no good. Tipped away, out of bounds, and went off of Clemens, I believe, underneath the basket.
I think if Clemens hadn't gone for it, we'd have been able to convince the official that Metcalfe knocked it out, but they didn't give it to us.
Clemens, a 6-foot sophomore in the ball game right now. Here's Wyatt Bly with it. Dribbling with the left hand, spins, jumps it up from 12, and he hit it.
It's the way he creates space there.
Wyatt Bly, 8 points this quarter, 14-10, Metcalfe County, 2:40 to play in the first. Clemens off to Bewley, halfway the corner, left-hand side. Has an open look at a 3, but doesn't take it. They float it down in there to Miller on the baseline, and we got a foul, and they're going to put this one on Jesse. His first, Metcalfe's 4th of the half. And with 2:30 to play here in the first quarter, Barren County's basketball. Bewley left of the bucket, and ball knocked away. Tried to go to Miller with it, and Wyatt Bly stepped right in front of him. Trying a little shake and bake move, loses it out of bounds.
Said it went off his own foot.
Yeah, went off his foot, and so Barren County will have the basketball. 2:24 to go in the quarter.
Back-to-back turnovers. That's each team's first turnover tonight.
Bewley around the top of the horn, goes to Clemens, gets a screen from Ogles. We're going to call illegal screen against Ogles. And that's his second, team's third.
2 empty trips in a row for the Trojans.
Metcalfe County's Wyatt Bly with the basketball. And goes off the right side over to Phelps in the corner. Here's a shot of the way by Jesse for 3. That's his 24th three-point shot of the year. And it's 17-10, Metcalfe County. And it comes out to Clemens. He'll give it over to Spillman. Gets a screen from Ogles. Fires up a 3-point shot. It's off the back iron. Ogles puts it back up and in high off the window.
Ogles got lost in there. Metcalfe didn't block him out.
17-12. Well, Wyatt Bly gets cut off by Spillman. Bounce pass at the foot of Allen. Had to save him going out of bounds. He did so to Wyatt Bly. Now over it goes to Cade Button. Button brings it back out. Minute 25 to play here in the first. Button angles off left. Now looking for Allen. Had it tipped away and stolen by Spillman. Spillman taking it all the way in for the layup. Got it.
Able to push it ahead with the dribble. So an uncontested layup there for a good delivery to the bucket this first quarter.
17-14. Metcalfe with a 3-point lead. Phelps with it at long range right against Clemens. Sends it out now to Button. Gets rid of it over to Bly. And here's Hudson Jesse around the top of the horn for 3. Write it down. Wow. I don't know what you can do with that. Hudson Jesse with his second three in this quarter coming off the bench. And it's 20-14. Here's Bewley, free throw line over to Clemens. Back out front it comes to Spillman with 40 seconds to play in the quarter. And now Bewley, screen three in the air. Yes!
Good answer. Ray's going to have to be some of that steps up tonight.
Bray Bewley, that's only his 12th three-point shot he's made this year. 20-17. Metcalfe by 3. 22 seconds to go in the quarter. They're going to hold it for one here. They got the floor spread out with Wyatt Bly almost to midcourt. Spillman is backed off of him. Down to 13. Down to 10. Now Bly starts his move in the corner. Back out to Bly for a long three. Air ball, and it goes out of bounds.
Give us just a minute there. 3.7 seconds to get a bucket.
And Carson Beckham back in for the Trojans for Taylor Ogles. 3.7. Going to have to come in a hurry as Bewley picks it up in midcourt. Bewley fires it off. Left side. Clemens a three. No, and that's the end of the first quarter. After one, it is Metcalfe County 20, Barren County 17. We'll return after this break. This is Trojan Basketball brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7. And the second quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Trojans down by 3 starting the second, 20-17. As Tate Spillman handles the basketball against Phelps, gives it to Bewley on the right side. He's guarded by Bly. Brings it around to the left side, reverses back right, backdoor pass underneath the Beckham. He puts it in.
Good play call. That's usually something we run for Eli, but stepping up there.
Beckham with his second basket. It's 20-19. Metcalfe by 1. Pendleton with it on the right side against Miller. Posted up in there. Kicks it back out to Phelps. He had to chase it down almost to midcourt. Back to the left side. It goes to Jesse. Jesse fires it in there to Pendleton. He puts it up. It's no good. And Clemens gets knocked to the floor on the rebound. Trying to dig it out of there is Bewley. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow to Metcalfe County.
He just came through the air and kind of elbowed. Not really an extended elbow, but used the forearm to push Clemens down. That should have been a foul and a rebound going our way, I thought.
Yep. Phelps on the left baseline. Gets it into Pendleton to the left side. Pendleton off the screen from Allen. He lost the handle, but ball gets away, but Metcalfe keeps it alive. Here's Bly with it out front.
I've seen more fall down and no walk calls.
Yeah, three-pointer by Bly. No, short. Long rebound chased down by Jesse. Try to throw it off to Pendleton, picked off by Miller. Here comes Spillman. Bounce pass underneath. Here's Clemens throwing it up with the left hand. No good. And the rebound comes off to Bly for Metcalfe County. Bly feeds it off Jesse, lays it up and in.
Good pass. That was like a 2-on-3 break.
And it's 22-19, Metcalfe County. 6:45 to play here in the first half. 8 points for Hudson Jesse coming off the bench. He's only played a couple of minutes. Here's Spillman trying to drive in. Whistle, offensive foul on Tate Spillman. Said he lowered his shoulder, and that's going to be his first, team's fourth. And so Blaine Watson coming back in the Trojan lineup for Waylon Clemens. 6:35 to play here in the first half. Barren down 3. Here's Bly to Allen. Back to Bly. Around the right side, Phelps fires it up for 3. It's good. That's number 46 on the year for Logan Phelps, and the third three-point shot of the half for Metcalfe County. They go back up to a 6-point lead, 25-19. In the right corner, Beckham, he's going to fire it up for three. It's in and out, halfway down and out. And the rebound to Bly of Metcalfe County. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Phelps in the corner. Jassy, another three-point attempt. No. Rebound comes off to Miller. He'll give it off to Bewley. Bewley stops, feeds it off to Beckham. Can't shoot the three. Gives it back out front to Bewley. He wants to penetrate left of the lane. Oh, pass is deflected. And they're going to say that Miller got the last fingertip on it.
The right look and probably the right spot, but just a little too much zip on it that landed in Miller's hands for the layup.
Wyatt Bly getting the screen from Pendleton. Feeds it to Pendleton at the right elbow. Pendleton working against Miller. Posted down low, trying to muscle it up. Pass deflected, trying to go back to Allen, the left corner by Beckham. So Metcalfe will keep it as Phelps will send it out to Bly. Goes back to Phelps. A bad pass. Everybody's back was turned to it for the Metcalfe County Hornets, and Bewley comes up with a pass at the steal there. Spillman goes over to Watson on the right side. Now Watson off the screen from Beckham. Throws it back to Beckham. He can't shoot as Phelps picks him up. They go inside there to Miller. He shoots over Pendleton, and he hit it.
Got to get it into the paint a little bit more right now.
25-21. 7 points for Aiden Miller. Barren down 4. 3 minutes gone in the second quarter. Bly goes to Allen, trying to get around Beckham, goes under, and he's going to be called for, well, that's going to be a jump ball.
Okay, we'll get the ball either way.
Somebody got a hand on it.
That was a brief joint possession.
For Barren County's basketball, trailing by 4. 4:53 to play in the first half. As Bewley handles it for the Trojans. Goes off left, trying to go back door, and it is underneath to Spillman. He puts it up, no. Try to draw the foul there. And here comes Metcalfe County on the attack. Here's a shot out of the corner by Bly. No good. Tapped up in the air by Allen. Back to Bly. He threw it away. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Barron's basketball. Coming in for the Trojans now, Mason Bunch, a 6'4 junior. He'll come in for Blaine Watson. Barren County's ball underneath to the left. And it'll be Beckham to toss it in. Comes out to Miller in the corner. He'll give it to Bewley. Now Bewley, top of the key, over to Beckham. Can't shoot the three. Trying to penetrate. Jump stop in the lane. Puts it up. Got it.
It's not normally a mode of operation for Carson Beckham, but different things to get on the scoreboard tonight works.
Yep, Beckham has 7 points, and Barren within 2 at 25-23. Here's a feed down to Allen, and he faked Beckham off the floor, and Carson Beckham will commit his second personal foul. That'll be the team's 5th of the first half with 4:07 to play. And so Jax Allen will be at the line. He's hit a pair. He's only Hornet to shoot free throws. Miller's the only Trojan to shoot free throws in the first half. Here's Allen putting it up and in. Allen, as we mentioned, 76.7% from the free throw line. 26-23.
Probably better off to give him the layup since he's automatic and keep Carson with only 1 foul instead of 2.
And when he releases, it's almost with one hand, his right hand.
It is. It's got a little hitch there right before he releases it, but obviously it works.
Yep, 27-23. Allen now with 8 points in the first half. 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Mason Bunch on the dribble, sends it over to Spillman. Now Spillman trying to penetrate, can't go to the right elbow, gives it to Bunch. Thought about the three, gives it off to Spillman. Back over to Bewley. Now Bewley trying to make a move to the free throw line. Jump pass in the corner to Bunch. Can't shoot the three. One dribble, had to get rid of it. Back out to Spillman. Spillman with a crossover spin move in the lane. Has to get out of there. Gives it back to Bewley. Now Bewley will throw it out to Ogles. He'll give it back over to Bewley again. Out to Mason Bunch. Now he has to do something with it. Gives it to Ogles. Down in the corner to Miller. Now Miller feeds it down in there to Bewley. Turns, goes up with a shot. It's no good, but he's fouled.
It was a tough catch for him, and he couldn't turn to the bucket, but kind of found a way to navigate it at least to make it look like a shot and draw the contact.
And that will be the first foul on Logan Phelps. 5 on the Hornets here in the first half. Bewley, 62.3% shooter, misses the first. And he'll have one more try. 3:21 to play here in the first half. Metcalfe County 27, Barren County 23. And Bewley back at the line for one more shot. And it's on the way, and it's in and out. Rebound comes off to Pendleton. Button, right side over to Allen. Allen working against Ogles. Stops, feeds it back over to Button. They go back in there to Allen. Trying to bounce it underneath the Pendleton. It goes out of bounds.
Don't know why he did that. He actually had what looked like a left-hand layup there. Just passed it up.
The Barren County down 4 here.
I think you could probably convince the officials that Allen's leading with that forearm if you took one right in the middle of the chest and sold it.
Barren County has never led in this basketball game. 2:55 to go. Here before halftime, Bewley on the left side looks, skips it across over to Miller. Miller with a crossover move in the corner to Spillman. Can't shoot the three. Got Kate Button out guarding him. Comes to the right elbow, turns, has to do something with it. Gives it back out to Bunch, and now Bewley out near midcourt. Bewley trying to make a move on Phelps. Off to Bunch on the right side. Now gives it to Bewley once again. Now Bewley trying to make a move. Can't penetrate. Floats it back over to Spillman. Now Spillman on the drive, down the lane, puts it up and in.
Yeah, we gave just enough space where we could clear that lane. I kind of like the 5-out look there. I think we can take them off the bounce in a few matchups.
That cuts it to 2 at 27-25 with 2:10 to play here in the first half. A foul away from the basketball.
He's going to call that on Mason. Just away from the basketball. I think a little hold.
So his first, that'll be Barron's 6th of the half.
Some of those fouls, I don't know what they're. It doesn't make sense. They're not affecting really the flow of the game.
Comes out to Bly, long range right against Spillman. Here's the floater down. It's tipped away. It went over the. Actually, Allen got a tip on it, but went right in the hands of Mason Bunch. So here's Bewley, top of the circle, gives it to Spillman. Yep. Spillman with a 3-point shot. No. And Bunch trying to get the rebound. He does. Gives it back to Bewley on the left wing. Open for the 3. Got it.
Good job by Mason getting in there and getting that offensive rebound. We got size at every position almost on them, so we got to take advantage of it.
And Barren takes their first lead of the basketball game. It's 28-27. Here's Bly. Sends it off to Button. Button trying to make a move on Bewley. Can't. Now feeds it off to Pendleton. Lays it up. No. And we're going to get a foul underneath the basket. Kind of a late whistle there. And going to put it on Aiden Miller. His first. That'll be number 7 of the Trojans here in the first half. He's going to send Pendleton to the free throw line. He's a 46.8% foul shooter. And the first free throw is up, and it is no good. He'll have one more. Hudson Jesse returning to the Metcalfe County lineup. He'll replace Phelps. Pendleton at the line for one more. He puts this one up, and it rims off. The rebound to Bewley. Bewley, top of the key, over to Bunch on the left wing. Back out to Bewley with 1:18. Getting some pressure from Bly. Now he's picked up his dribble. Left elbows Ogles. Off the Bunch. He's open. Lets it go for 3. It is off high. Rebound pulled down by Pendleton. Gets with the basketball up to Bly. Bly drives in. Puts it up in the lane. It is no good. Got his own rebound. Dumps it in there to Pendleton. He puts it up and in. Metcalfe back on top, 29-28 with 50 seconds to play here in the first half. And it's Spillman with the basketball. Now goes over the right side to Ogles. Ogles sends it out to Bewley. Bewley out top Ogles. Back over it goes to Bewley. Miller's wanting it. They got him fronted down low with Pendleton. Now he drives into the lane, sends it off the baseline. Ogles fires, hits it.
Yeah, Miller had somebody in front and behind. We didn't force it wisely. Drove and saw where the defense came from, and that's what Ogles got with the baseline jumper.
Trojans back on top, 30-29 with 15 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Bly with the basketball. Down to 9. They go right side with it to Allen. Allen down in the corner. Bly fakes, moves in, bounce pass in there to Pendleton. He puts it up, no good. Crashing the board, and that'll do it for the first half. So here at halftime, it's Barren County 30, Metcalfe County 29. We'll come back with our halftime report after this break. Trojan basketball brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
SCRTC's annual used vehicle and equipment auction will be February 1st through 28th. Come by their office in Glasgow during the week from 7:30 to 3:30 to view items. Pick up a bid form at any SCRTC office or at scrtc.com. Bids need to be submitted in a sealed envelope to Lisa Beatty, marked for the sale. All bids will be open at the February 28th meeting. The auction sale includes everything from vehicles to poles, office equipment, and more. To view items and get your bid form, go to scrtc.com.
You deserve an awesome gym.
Yes, you do.
Even if you can't deadlift a tie. Even if you're not training for an iron anything.
You deserve a gym that's friendly, local, beyond spotless, beyond well-equipped. A gym with every fun class you want in one place. Extreme Health Club set out to reinvent their fitness facility with all the extremes. More space, more equipment, more classes, more new. Stop by and see for yourself. Better yet, join an awesome new gym. Extreme Health Club on Moran Street in Glasgow. You've invested a lot of time and energy working for your money. Now it's time for your money to work for you. South Central Bank is announcing a 21-month and 9-month CD special with an annual percentage yield of 4.25%. That's right, a 21 and 9-month CD special is paying 4.25% APY at South Central Bank. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Come into any South Central Bank office today and put your money to work. You rate better at South Central Bank. Member FDIC. You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now back to courtside with Jay.
Well, the Trojans have a 30-29 lead over Metcalfe County here at halftime as we welcome you to our halftime report. Brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. The Hornets jumped out to a 20-17 lead at the end of the first quarter, and Barren County came back in the second quarter, outscored Metcalfe County 13-9. Metcalfe County with 11 field goals in the first half. 3 of those are three-pointers. They were 4 of 6 from the stripe. Balanced scoring from Jax Allen, Wyatt Bly, and Hudson Jesse, all with 8 points apiece. A three-pointer for Logan Phelps and a 2-point basket from MJ Pendleton. That was the scoring for Metcalfe County in the first half. For the Trojans, 1 more field goal than Metcalfe County, and they also had 3 threes as well. 3 of 6 from the free throw line for the Trojans. And Aiden Miller with 7 points, along with Carson Beckham was 7 in the first half. Beckham hit a 3-point shot, a couple of 2-point baskets. Miller was 3 of 4 from the foul line and a couple of 2-point baskets for his 7. Couple of threes from Bray Bewley in the first half. 0 for 2 from the foul line for 6 points. 2 field goals from Tate Spillman for 4. 2 field goals from Taylor Ogles for 4 points. Blaine Watson with 2 points in the first half. Mason Bunch, Waylon Clemens did not score. Saw some minutes there in the first half. Again, the Trojans playing without their leading scorer tonight, Eli Brooks, 6'7" senior, who's been averaging 21 points a game and 8 rebounds. Hopefully he'll be back for the Clinton County game on Thursday night.
6 different kids scored it, and just spreading it out pretty evenly. I think that's what you got to do to make up for those points. Obviously, some kids getting some opportunities from different spots and are producing enough to make up the difference, at least for right now. It was kind of a seesaw battle back and forth the last little bit of the second quarter, but Metcalfe led it pretty much the whole way up to then. So good job fighting back and gaining the lead there at the end of the quarter break into halftime. We were 12 of 23 for 52%, 3 of 10 from 3. Metcalfe shot the ball pretty well, too. They were 11 of 22 for right at 50%. They were 3 of 7 from 3. Both teams hit 3 threes then. They turned it over a little bit more than we did, especially there in the second quarter when we were able to gain that lead. They turned it over 6 times specifically in that quarter, 8 for the half. We only had 4, 2 in each quarter. They did out-rebound us 12-9, and I had both teams with 3 offensive boards. Much better job also in the second quarter on their 2 big guns. Bly did not score, and Allen did not have a field goal. That is a recipe, even though some others tried to step up, like the Jesse kid. That's a recipe. If you keep those 2 down in their point averages and force others to take their shots, you got a chance down the stretch here to win the game without your best player.
And 2 Metcalfe County starters did not score in the first half, Cade Button and C.T. Brandstetter. Brandstetter picked up 2 fouls there early in the first half. And other fouls, Logan Phelps, Hudson Jesse, M.J. Pendleton with 1 apiece. Barren County, Carson Beckham picked up 2, Taylor Ogles with 2, 1 each on Tate Spillman, Aiden Miller, and Mason Bunch. Trojanettes winning tonight after trailing 10-2 to start the ball game. Came back and defeated Metcalfe County tonight 47-46. Piper Lindsay, their 23rd win of the season. Of course, we'll be at Clinton County on Thursday night. Girl-boy doubleheader. Girls game at 6 o'clock with the boys game to follow. Be on the air just after 5:30 with a broadcast from Albany. And then we had the district tournament action starting Monday night at Warren East High School in Bowling Green. 15th district tournament. Warren East, the new team in the 15th, to host the tournament this year. And we'll have a girls doubleheader on Monday night with the Trojanettes taking on Warren East, the host school, at 6, followed by Glasgow and Allen County, Scottsville. Both those games here on Nash 103.7. And we'll have all the tournament action throughout the week, Tuesday through Friday as well. The boys on Tuesday and Wednesday, girls championship Thursday, and the boys championship Friday. And the 4th region tournament at EA Diddle Arena, the campus of Western Kentucky University, starting a week from Sunday. We'll have all 14 games of the 4th region tournament here on Nash 103.7. We'll be back with our second half in just a moment. Our halftime report brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. We'll get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial second half. And our third quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. You're listening to WHHT FM 103.7, Glasgow Cave City, online at 104thescore.com and on BCHS Live. We'll be back with the second half. Brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
Sausage biscuit or sausage McGriddles with hash browns for just $2.79. Hurry, because this deal won't last. Prices and participation may vary. Applied with any other offer or combo.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke.
Yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
Try it first.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with Jay Turner.
Barren County Trojans 30, Metcalfe County Hornets 29 as we get ready for the second half. Glasgow Cumberland County boys game has not started. It is senior night at Cumberland County, so you can imagine how long that's going to take.
Have some other scores, though.
Go ahead.
You want to, a lot of single games, so a lot of games just getting started. Bowling Green, though, playing in a different time zone, beat Central Hardin tonight 56-19. That is, actually, that was at Bowling Green. That was a quick game. 56-19, that's a girls' game. Warren Central boys won their 16th straight over North Hardin, 76-63. Allen County girls at the half are up 6 over Ohio County, 28-22. Franklin Simpson girls beat Warren East 58-40. And the boys' game just getting underway. Warren East is up 14-13 at the end of the first quarter.
All right. In this final week of the regular season, a lot of teams will play Thursday night. Others will play Friday night to close out their regular seasons. Metcalfe County basketball to start the third quarter is Cade Button giving it off to Wyatt Bly. Slides over, shoots the three ball. It's there.
We have not paid attention to stay on our feet. We are running and jumping at him every time. He just shows us the ball, slides over and knocks down the three to open the half.
Now it is 32-30. Was that a 2 or a 3?
They put it on the board as a 2. We'll see.
I thought it was a 3. They signaled, but I'm not heard anybody complain about it yet. Here's Bewley with the basketball against Button around the top of the horn. Hands it off to Ogles. He'll give it over to Spillman. Now Spillman, bounce pass down low in there to Miller. He's double teamed. Has to throw it back out to Spillman. He'll fire it up for 3. It's off the iron. Miller tried to bat it down, and Cade Button has it for Metcalfe. Driving, throwing up the shot, partially blocked by Bewley, and he gets fouled by Allen. It's going to be his first, team's first of the second half. As Bewley brings it up for Barren. Bewley on the dribble against Button. Floats it in there to Ogles with the left elbow, out to Beckham. Beckham trying to drive in against Allen, has a shot blocked on him. Ball skips away out of bounds. It's going to be Metcalfe's ball.
Quiet gym here to start the second half. We've had a pretty big crowd. One of our bigger student sections we may have had all year long.
Yep. Final home game of the regular season. Right elbow Allen turns against Ogles. Putting down the dribble. Works it across the lane. Pump fake. Fires up the jumper. No good. Miller with a rebound. Outlet pass to Bewley. Bewley down the left side. Crossover move. Goes down low. Trying to go up and under. And he throws up the shot. It pops out on him. Rebound comes off the Button. Ahead up to Bly. Bly pulls up with a 17-foot jumper that's short. And Miller chases down the rebound. Gives it off to Bewley. Bewley will bring it in front court for the Trojans. 6:15 to go, third quarter, 31-30 in favor of Metcalfe County. Here's Miller, jump shot, 15-footer, got it.
Started cold. We'd missed our first 3 shots to open the half before we knocked down that one.
So now Barren back on top, 32-31. Right side it goes to Logan Phelps, and we got a foul, and it's going to be on Ogles.
Went back
for a hold.
Went back and watched that replay, and it was a 2. He had his foot barely on the line. Official did a good job getting down there and seeing that.
Taylor Ogles committing his 3rd personal foul as Allen can get the shot there. Good defensive play by Ogles without having to commit his 4th foul. Here's Bewley, right elbow, Miller, turnaround jump shot, rim's no good. Ball gets batted around, and coming up with it is Phelps for Metcalfe. Leaves it off with Wyatt Bly, spin move in the lane, goes up with a shot. No, he missed it. On the right-hand side of the rim with the left hand. Here's Spillman with the basketball. Driving. Cut off. He's double-teamed. Fires it out to Bewley. Now here's Beckham. Wide open. 3-point shot. Yes.
That's one you got to make in the top of the key. That's a good, clean look. Good ball rotation. Ball movement out of the paint to get him that clean, open look.
And that's Carson Beckham's 2nd 3 of the night. He now has 66 3-point shots on the year for the Trojans, and it gives the Barren County Trojans a 4-point lead, 35-31 with 5:14 to play in the third.
Made his first shot of the game in the first half, and made his first shot of the second half for his 2 threes. Give us a little bit of a scoring lift. Has Carson throw in a couple of 2s in there as well, actually. So.
Talked about the 16th district tournament. It will start Sunday. Of course, you have 5 teams now. You've got that 4-5 play-in game. So whoever wins that game still has to win another game just to get to Diddle Arena.
You throw that in there, and it complicates things because you have to have an extra day of the tournament. So you push it. You can do it like this. Well, the 14th does it, and just do it all throughout the week with a couple double games in there and break them up. But they decided to push it back a day. You can actually, I think, start it, or at least baseball and softball is this way. You can actually start your district and regional tournaments on Saturday. Speaking of baseball and softball, this is the first official week for all spring sports. It's going to feel like it tomorrow. It's going to be about 80 degrees.
And then it's going to be like 40 on Friday.
Nothing like living in Kentucky.
That's right. Here's Wyatt Bly coming off the screen from Allen. Dribbles, penetrating into the lane. Jumps a little fadeaway jumper. Good for Wyatt Bly.
Just a scoring machine, isn't he?
He's got 12 already. Averages 16 a game. 35-33, Trojans with a 2-point lead. Here's Bewley. Picks up his dribble. Needs some help. Somebody's going to have to come get it. And throws it down to Beckham, almost to the right corner. Comes off the screen, drives in, under, flips up the shot, no good. Allen with a rebound. Off to Phelps. Now Button across over to Wyatt Bly for 3. It's off the mark, and a rebound by Miller. Quickly down the court. Here's Bewley. Angles off right, now drives in and gets cut off. Here's Miller on the baseline. He's going to fire it up. It's short.
Double pumped it.
Yeah.
Lost his rhythm.
Now Button with it in front court. Right side, Bly. Bly will bring it back out. 4:13 to play here in the third quarter. 35-33, Trojans. Bly reverses back out, goes down low in there to Allen. Oh, he walked. There's no call. Jumper in the lane. Good for Brandstetter.
He walked 4
I don't know why they couldn't see that. I mean, that was noticeable by everybody.
Everybody just says, I couldn't see it. It's literally what the official
I didn't see it. That wasn't my call or whatever. I don't know. Ties it at 35. Left elbow Miller. Gets a screen from Ogles. Wants to drive to the basket. Puts it up. He gets fouled by Allen.
I know we can't do one-on-one in every situation. We can't pull out and isolate, but I really think we have quicker first steps than several of our matchups out there.
Aiden Miller, 3 of 4 at the line. First one is up, and it is no good. Pendleton coming in for Brandstetter for Metcalfe. 35-35, 3:38 to play here in the third quarter. Second shot for Aiden Miller, and it's off the front of the rim. Tapped up in the air by Ogles, but pulled down by Metcalfe. In front court with it is Button. Gives it over to Bly. Bly goes against Spillman. Spin move, fall away, jumper, air ball. And Ogles gets rid of it over to Bewley. Bewley into the front court. Off to Spillman against Wyatt Bly. Spillman right side over to Ogles. And now Ogles sends it out front to Bewley. Bewley left side over to Beckham. Beckham to the left elbow, out to Spillman. Back to Beckham. Pulls the trigger for 3. It's no good. On the other side, Bewley come up with the offensive rebound. Back out to Spillman. Spillman working around to the right side. Drives. It gets cut off. They're going to call him for a traveling violation. Kind of lost his footing.
I think he tripped over the other kid's foot. I don't think he was tripped. I think he stepped on the other kid's foot to trip over.
Hudson Jesse back in the game for Metcalfe County. He'll come in for Cade Button. 2:48 to play here in the third, and a tied ball game at 35. Wyatt Bly over to Hudson Jesse. Ball stolen away by Beckham. Beckham will hold up, gives it to Bewley. Bewley stops and fires up a 3, and in and out, halfway down and out of there. Rebound to Pendleton. Outlet pass comes to Bly. Bly stops and throws it over to Phelps. He'll give it to Pendleton in the corner. He'll fire it out of the corner, and it's no good. And Ogle's trying to get the rebound, and there's Bewley coming up with the ball, and he's going to be fouled by Jesse. That's his second, team's third of the second half.
Nobody wants to break this 35 all time.
So Beckham coming out of the ball game for Barren, and it is Blaine Watson in the lineup for the Trojans. As Bewley handles the basketball straight away, middle of the floor, looking for Spillman. He's got it now here on the near side. Spillman now picks up his dribble, goes to Bewley, and now it goes into Spillman. He'll throw up the shot, and it won't go down, but he's fouled. Pendleton, that's his second, team's fourth. Tate Spillman, first trip to the free throw line tonight. Hit 5 out of 5 in the fourth quarter against Monroe County. Free throw, good. It's his fifth point of the game. 36-35 Trojans. Second shot, got it. 37-35. Trojans by 2. 2 minutes to play in the third. Wyatt Bly with it for Metcalfe County. Gets rid of it over to Jesse. Now Jesse out top to Allen. He's going to fire up a three, and it's good. That's his first three-pointer of the night, and he's got 11.
His first bucket since the first quarter.
Yeah. And it's 38-37. Bewley in the lane, throws it back over to Ogles, drives the baseline around Allen, trying to reverse it up, no. And then ball's going to be slapped out of bounds by Aiden Miller as they were fighting for it. So Metcalfe County with a 1-point lead, 1:32 to play in the third. Carson Peckham will come in at the next whistle for the Trojans as they get rid of the basketball over to Jesse on the right side. Now here's Pendleton making a move, throws up the shot, rimmed it off, and Ogle's got the rebound. We're going to have a foul on Jax Allen. And that's going to be number 3 on Jax Allen, 5th one on the Hornets here in the second half. So he's coming out of the ball game. And now Button is back in. Spillman, left side over to Bewley. Bewley off the screen, over to Spillman for the 3-ball. Yes!
Got enough air under it to get it to go in. Back in the lead.
40-38. Barren County by 2. That's Spillman's 29th three-point shot that he's made this year. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Bly driving against Spillman. He's cut off. Throws it back out front to Phelps. Phelps sends it over to Button on the left side. Fires it in there to Jesse. Follow-away shot is way off the mark, and Miller got the rebound. Had it slapped loose, but Bewley there to pick it up on the baseline.
They missed their last 4 twos in a row.
Down to 26 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Spillman hands it off to Watson. Now he'll give it to Bewley with 20 seconds to play. Bewley trying to drive. Cut off. Giving it back out to Beckham. Down to 15 seconds. He'll get Rivet back to Bewley. And now Bewley with a left-hand dribble. Down to 10 seconds to play. Down to 8. Floats it in there to Miller. Miller trying to go out to the corner. Going to have to think about the shot here. Bewley going to have to double pump the shot. It's no good. Tapped up. No good by Miller. It would have counted if it went in, just would not go. And after 3, it's Barren County 40, Metcalfe County 38. We got one more quarter to go. This is Trojan basketball brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
Every time I look in the mirror, I'm astonished at how much my smile has changed. I see photos on social media. I just cannot believe the transformation because of Sure Smile. I'm just over a year into wearing my Sure Smile trays, and I'm happy to say I'm on the home stretch. Dr. Riley and his staff are instrumental in giving me more confidence when it comes to my smile. Call Riley Dental Group to find out what they can do for you. 270-651-5939. Do you have teeth that aren't straight, or maybe you wore braces at some point and over the years your teeth have shifted? I'll be honest, I was embarrassed at how my teeth looked, and that's not easy for me to admit. To say I'm excited about my smile now is an understatement. Whether you want a small change or a more significant transformation, call Riley Dental Group for a consultation. 270-651-5939. Do it for you. Sure Smile will help you smile with confidence. I cannot wait to see my outcome.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside.
And a score update on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Halftime is Glasgow boys leading Cumberland County 27-16. Here at Bobby Steenbergen Court, Barren County High, Trojans 40, Hornets 38. They dump it into Beckham at the free throw line. He turns, looks, and now sends it back over to Spillman. He's covered up by Blythe. They go down low in there to Miller. Kicks it back to Spillman out of the corner. He'll fire away. It's short. Rebound. Miller puts it in.
Easiest bucket we've had all night after only 3 buckets in the third period.
And it's 42-38, 10-9 third quarter there for the Trojans. Here's Phelps against Blaine Watson, sends it over to Jesse, fires it down there to Button. Button now hooks it back over the right side to Phelps. Phelps is cut off by Watson. He floats it back in there to Allen, goes underneath to Button, and he puts it in.
A low interior two-man game. Can't get lost.
42-40. Barren County with a 2-point lead. Bewley with the basketball. Now he gets rid of it on the left elbow there to Miller. Miller turns, throws it back over to Bewley. Can't shoot the 3. And now Miller's wanting the ball. He's got it posted down low in there. We got a whistle and a foul. And they're going to put it on Hudson Jesse. That's his third. Team 6th. As Taylor Ogles comes back in for Barren County for Blaine Watson. And C.T. Brandstetter coming in for Hudson Jesse from Metcalfe County. Comes in there to Bewley. Bewley in the corner on the left-hand side. Miller posted in there against Brandstetter. Double team back to Bewley. Open 3. No good. Got his own rebound. One dribble going back up. Gets hammered in there and no call. And they go say he loses it out of bounds.
How does it go to them? They came over top of us and knocked it out. That was a good block out by Ogles. I thought we had a layup out of it.
Yep. 6:35 to play. Coming off the screen, there's going to be a legal screen on Brandstetter, and that's going to be number 3 on him. So now they've got 3 players with 3 fouls. Team foul number 7 on the Hornets here in the second half. As Bewley gets it in front court against Button. Sends it off left side. Spillman gets a screen from Miller. Goes into the free throw line. And he gets cut off. Going to have to get out of that lane. Throws it back out to Bewley. Bewley guarded by Button on the right side. Drives, baseline. Now has to float it back out to Ogles. Ogles will get rivet out to Spillman. Sends it left over to Beckham. Beckham off the screen. Free throw line jump shot. No good. It popped out. Rebound to Brandstetter. Phelps now to Button. And just under 6 minutes to play. Here's Button driving in. Got his foul from behind by Bewley. And that'll be his first and the team's second. And it'll be 2 shots coming for Metcalfe County's Cade Button. Cade Button transferred from Caverna. 5'10" freshman. And here's a shot. It's up, and it is no good. Button's a 68.5% foul shooter. He'll have one more. Button, second toss is no good again. Rebound to Taylor Ogles. 5:50 to play in the game. It's 42-40 Trojans. Bewley with the basketball. Working out front against Button. He'll go right side with it to Beckham. Now feeds to Miller. Down low and there to Ogles. Back to Miller. Baseline jump shot. No good.
I got to follow.
Got his own rebound. Tripped it out and gives it off to Ogles. He'll give it to Bewley. Bewley trying to go to Ogles with it. He's got it in the baseline in the corner. Now he needs some help. Gives it back to Beckham. And now Beckham will send it back out front to Bewley. Now Bewley working against Button, picks up his dribble, floats it in there to the free throw line to Ogles. Ogles now gets rid of it back to Spillman for the 3 ball, no good. Ball skipped off of Button, but caught by Phelps. Metcalfe County coming the other way. They go down to the corner to Wyatt Bly, and another illegal screen on Brandstetter. And that's going to be his 4th, team's 8th.
We are 0 for our last 6, including 0 of 3 from 3. We got to find something.
Yep. Bewley's picked up his dribble, needs some help out there.
Timeout.
Gets rid of it to Beckham. Now Beckham's picked up his dribble, throws it behind him back to Bewley. Bewley driving, free throw line, his jump shot, got it.
Hey, there we go, Bray.
8 points for Bray Bewley.
Stepped up tonight.
Doubles up his average on the season. 44-40, jump shot for Bly, free throw line, and he hit it.
Too much space. The problem is you can't help off Allen to go to Bly because they're both scorers.
14 for Wyatt Bly. Taylor Ogles hands it off to Beckham. Going to fire up a 3-point shot. Bingo!
Nice. First 3 of the quarter. Second one of the half for Beckham.
Pushes the lead out to 5 for the Trojans at 47-42 at 4:10 to play. Wyatt Bly driving, going to the basket. He put it up and in and draws a foul.
Giving him too much space right now. We're going to have to dedicate more help to him, especially on the backside.
Foul on Tate Spillman's going to be his 2nd, team's 3rd. And now Bly, a 68.3% foul shooter, hasn't been there tonight, but he has scored 16 points, which is his average on the season. 47-44, and the free throw is no good, and the rebound comes off to Beckham. 4 minutes to play. Bewley with the basketball. Bewley goes left side with it to Spillman. Guarded by Bly. Now he'll send it back over the right side of Bewley. Bewley wants to penetrate down the lane, left side, reverses back right, gives it to Ogles. He'll throw it. Oh, it's going to come back to the backcourt, but saved by Beckham, but Metcalfe's got it. Here's Wyatt Bly. Shovel pass is going to be picked off in there by Bewley. And here comes Spillman. Spillman pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Ogles with the rebound, back up, got it.
Big, strong rebound over 2 Hornets there.
49-44, Trojans by 5. Wyatt Bly fires it up off the 3, got it.
Just not much space, but any space is too much right now for him.
Yeah, that's number 48 on the season for Wyatt Bly from behind the arc. He has scored 11 points here in the second half. 19 for the ball game, and it's 49-47 Trojans at the 3-minute mark. Bewley picks up his dribble, goes out to Spillman, gets the screen from Miller, can't shoot, goes off to Beckham. 3-point shot is off the mark, and then it's saved in bounds somehow by Wyatt Bly. As Ogles was trying to get a pie for the rebound. Little head fake, spin move, fires it off, and Pendleton can't handle the pass.
Oh.
I thought he went up Pendleton and out of bounds, but
I did too.
No argument over here. And so Button will toss it in. Button still looking. Throws it away right into the Metcalfe County bench.
A little wide for Bly. That gets us the ball back.
2:41 left. 49-47, Barren County. Metcalfe has 4 timeouts. Barren has all 5. Now Hudson Chessie coming back in for Cade Button for Metcalfe County. And here's Bewley giving it off to Spillman.
They gone zone here, 2-3?
Looks like it. In the corner, Beckham can't shoot the 3, dumps it in there to Ogles, throws it back out front to Bewley. Now Bewley wants to drive to the free throw line, cut off, gives it back to Ogles. 12-footer left side is no good, and the ball chased down by Wyatt Bly. Metcalfe can tie it here on a 2-pointer, and it goes underneath to Pendleton. He missed the layup, and then Miller goes to the deck hard trying to get the rebound.
The 1-1.
We'll get a foul on Pendleton.
It's their first miss of the quarter for Metcalfe, and a big one that'll get us a 1-1. Aiden will shoot the free throws.
Yeah, it's 3 fouls on Pendleton, 3 on Allen, 3 on Chessie, 4 on Brandstetter. And Aiden Miller will go to the free throw line. He missed his last two. He is 3 of 6 from the charity stripe tonight. Normally a 69.6% foul shooter. 11 points in the basketball game. 1-1 here. Miller fires it up, and he missed it. Rebound to Pendleton. 2:08 left to go. 49-47 Trojans. Bly steps and shoots a three. It's in and out. And rebound whistle. We got a foul. And they're going to put it on Ogles, and that's his 4th. Team's 4th of the second half.
Metcalfe's first offensive rebound. We've got 4 this quarter. We've been doing a pretty good job keeping them off the boards until then.
Phelps will toss it in, and Ogles got pushed off by Jax Allen.
That was a good call. That was a two-hand discard by Allen.
And that is his 4th.
He's real lucky he don't get a technical foul here with kind of some annex going down the floor.
And with 2 minutes left to go, it is 49-47. Barren County full timeout.
Metcalfe's 5th turnover of the quarter. They had 6 in the second quarter, 5 here in the fourth quarter. They're starting to pile up those turnovers as they approach 14 for the games when I have them. We have done relatively well taking care of the basketball with 2 minutes left. I just have us with 5 turnovers. But the problem right now for the Trojans, and it hadn't gotten much better, I had us 3 of 14 that last quarter. We're just having a hard time putting points on the board. We're missing a few free throws. I've got us, give me a second to count, but not much better here shooting percentage-wise in the fourth period.
Yeah. Barren County with 3 threes in the second half. Metcalfe with 2. Tate Spillman hit a 3 back in the third quarter. Carson Beckham's hit a 3 in the first, third, and fourth quarters. Metcalfe County's Jax Allen with his first basket of the second half came in the third quarter on a 3. Wyatt Bly has scored 11 of Metcalfe County's 16 points here in the second half.
I got us 4 of 13 this quarter, so just a little bit better than the third.
And it's Bewley with the basketball. Driving left, cut off, trying to go backdoor, can't, gives it over to Spillman. And now Spillman putting down the dribble, gets a screen from Miller. He'll hand it off to Bewley with 1:40 to play. And now Bewley working to the left side, and a timeout by Coach Warren Cunningham. 1:38 to go. It's Barren County 49, Metcalfe County 47. And a 30-second timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. People's Bank in Glasgow, working for you.
I'm sure there are other reasons, but one of the reasons I would think Warren would call that timeout, besides he has plenty of them, is that he saw something there in the half-court set that Metcalfe was doing that he wanted to take advantage of. So he's going to use this timeout to draw something up on the clipboard over there and see if we can get a quick hitter to extend that lead to 4 or even 5.
Aiden Miller will toss it in. Miller looking. Gets it out to Bewley. Got Phelps guarding him. Drives right side. Leaves it off with Beckham. 3 if it goes. It rattles it in there.
Rattles and stays. 2 options. That was an excellent play by Warren. Had 2 options. Miller was open on the other side. Beckham, big shot.
And here's Bly. Can't shoot. Gives it to Allen. He'll fire up a 3. It's an air ball. And it goes out of bounds. Pendleton trying to save it. And so it'll be Barren County's basketball with 1:18.
Ogles has done a really good job on Jax Allen. Really good job.
And Bewley gets the ball in play to Miller. He'll send it down to Bewley. 1:15 to play. Barren up by 5. Here's Beckham. Beckham will hand it back off to Bewley. Got Phelps guarding him closely. Backs away. Trying to take it with him one-on-one. Goes left side with it. Leaves it off with Ogles. Now Ogles sends it back out to Beckham. And we're going to get a foul here on Hudson Jesse. That's his 4th. That's going to put Taylor Ogles at the free throw line. Taylor Ogles with 6 points tonight. And he'll get 2 shots here. Double bonus. First of 2 for Ogles on the way. Hits the front of the rim.
Got to make some free throws down the stretch here.
Barren County's only 2 of 6 from the foul line here in the second half. One more for Taylor Ogles on the way. It's good. 53-47, 1 minute to play. Wyatt Bly lost it. Beckham's got it. Beckham out in the front. Goes in against Pendleton. Has a shot blocked, but a foul.
Take a tumble there. I think everybody's going to get up okay. Finally, we're able to exploit the spin. He spins almost on every possession, and Carson did a good job coming from the weak side and picking his pocket for their 6th turnover. See if we can extend the lead here with a couple of Beckham free throws.
That's 4 on Pendleton. Free throw by Beckham is good. Beckham, a 68.5% foul shooter. 17 points for Carson Beckham. 54-47. Make it 55-47.
Defend down the stretch here. Defend and get a W.
Coming up with it is Bly. Behind the back dribble against Spillman. And a foul on Spillman. It'll be his 3rd, team's 5th of the second half.
Okay with that one. You don't want to let him get a full head of steam going towards the rim. Good foul by Tate.
46.3 left as Phelps sends it out to Jesse. Jesse stops and pops a 3-point shot that's short and goes off the hand of Ogles, I believe, and out of bounds.
Yeah.
Kind of mistimed that one. 41 seconds to go.
It's a weird kick. We just couldn't catch it.
And the ball comes into play to Allen. He'll send it out to Bly. Bly's going to fire it up from the volleyball line. No good. Rebound to Beckham with 33 seconds to play. He'll give it off to Bewley. Now Bewley will bring it in front court against Phelps. Phelps will hand it off, to Beckham from Bewley. 22 seconds to play. There's a foul right there on Phelps.
I didn't know if they were going to let us dribble it out or not, but this is a tremendous effort down the stretch from the Trojans. Without Eli tonight, to get a W in your last game of the regular season on your home floor.
Ray Bewley 0 for 2 at the line. That in the second quarter. This shot is no good either.
Well, we're going to have to shore that up.
Yep. 3 of 8 from the line here in the second half. And the second shot is on the way. He did get that one. So Ray Bewley with 9 points makes it 56-47 with 17 seconds to play. And here's Phelps going to fire up a high arching 3, and we're going to have a foul on Carson Beckham. That's going to be his 3rd, team 6th. And so that'll send to the free throw line for Metcalfe County Logan Phelps. And it not show him shooting 80% from the foul line of the season. Not sure he's really shot that many, but first one is good for his 4th point of the game. And it's 56-48.
32 of 40 coming into tonight, so he's pretty decent at this, right?
Second one's good. Coming in for Metcalfe County is Cabot Bowling, a 6-foot junior. And one more for Logan Phelps on the way. It's good. He got 3 out of 3. And it's 56-50 with 13.9, and Spillman's going to be fouled on the inbounds pass. And they put it on
Pendleton, I think, didn't it?
Bowling.
Okay.
So Tate Spillman will go to the free throw line with 12.4 seconds to play and a 56-50 lead. First one on the way, good for Tate Spillman. Nothing but net. 3 out of 3, and he's in double figures with 10. As Jax Allen comes back in for Bowling for Metcalfe County. 57-50 Trojans. And the second shot is good for Spillman. 58-50, 12.4 seconds to play. Here's Bly with the basketball, speeding down, throwing it off. It's deflected, trying to pass it into Pendleton. And Bewley will let the time run out, and Barren County will win it by a score of 58-50 over Metcalfe County. And the Trojans doing it without Eli Brooks tonight. Hopefully Eli will be ready to go on Thursday night at Clinton County, though. Barren County goes to 19-10 on the year, and the Hornets drop to 11-17 on the season. Again, the final score, Barren County 58, Metcalfe County 50. We'll return with the CPC Commodities post-game report in a moment here on Nash 103.7.
Right now, get a sausage biscuit or sausage McGriddles with hash browns for just $2.79. Hurry, because this deal won't last. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
Try it first. Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact on communities where we work. For auto, home, life, farm, education, see me, Greg Gross.
For almost 20 years, the Wells family and Lakeside Recycling have been making our community a cleaner environment.
As a company, we focus on the needs of our customers, offering personal service to residential commercial waste removals and recycling. A lot of people don't know, several years ago, we also started offering dead livestock removal.
A small family-owned business that can take care of your needs.
When you call Lakeside Recycling, you're not just calling a business, but you're calling into our family.
Lakeside Recycling, Industrial Drive, Glasgow, 678-5202.
At the Glasgow EPB, we make it easy to be our customer by offering both energy and broadband services. Those who live in Glasgow benefit from knowing their essential utilities are always working to benefit the community they serve. Those who need Glasgow EPB services can apply in person or online and can pay their monthly bill the exact same way. When you have trouble with your service, help is only a phone call or click away. That is how we strive to make our services convenient for you. Learn more at GlasgowEPB.com.
You're listening to the Barren County Basketball Postgame Show, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now back to
Barren County Trojans win at 58-50 over Metcalfe County tonight to go to 19-10 on the year. Metcalfe County falling to 11-17 on the season. Trojans trailed at the end of the first quarter 20-17 and then came back and took a 30-29 lead at halftime. It was a 2-point lead for the Trojans after 3 at 40-38. And Barren County outscored Metcalfe County that final quarter 18-12. As we welcome you to the CPC Commodities post-game report. CPC Commodities, proven in our farm and made for yours. Metcalfe County with a total of 19 field goals, 11 in the first half, 8 in the second half. Out of those 19 field goals, 5 of them were three-point shots. They were 7 of 12 from the charity stripe. Wyatt Bly finishing the night with 19 points. He scored 11 of those in the second half. Jax Allen with 11 points tonight, way below his 21.4 points per game average. Held to only 3 field goals, 4 of 4 from the foul line, 11 for Allen tonight. Hudson Jesse scored 8, those coming in the first half on a couple of threes and a 2-point shot. 6 points for Logan Phelps. He hit a 3-point shot, and he was 3 of 3 from the charity line. And Jay Pendleton with 2 points. Kate Button had 2, and C.T. Brandstetter had 2 points tonight for the Hornets. For Barren County tonight, total of 20 field goals, had 1 more field goal than Metcalfe County, but 7 of those were three-point shots. 11 of 19 from the foul line tonight. 18 for Carson Beckham. He knocked down 4 threes. 11 for Tate Spillman. Also 11 tonight for Aiden Miller. And Bray Bewley had 9. We'll finish up the stats here as we talk to Coach Warren Cunningham with Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Coach, first of all, congratulations on being named the 4th Region Athletic Director of the Year. Second of all, congratulations on this win tonight.
Well, the first thing I want to say, Jay, I want to send my condolences and our team's condolences to Coach Gardner and the loss of his grandmother. And, his grandparents have been season ticket holders for a long, long time and great supporters of our team. And more than just great supporters of our team, but close friends with my family and our team and our program. And just, seems like there's a lot of things going on. Mason lost his grandfather. There's obviously a tragedy with the middle school student. And, when one of us hurts, we all hurt. And when your friends hurt, you hurt. And when your teammates hurt, you hurt. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that and open with that, just because of how special they've been, Matt's grandparents, and we know what he has meant to us and our school and our team, and just what such good supporters and good friends they've been to not just me and my family, but our basketball family for a long period of time. And I just wanted to say that. But as far as the game, I'm super proud of our guys. I told them this, and I've told them this the last 2 weeks. I'll go to battle with them any day. They've just got a grit and some toughness about them, and it's not just 1 or 2 guys. Eli was out tonight. We missed him, but we didn't focus on it. Other guys just stepped up, and I'm proud of how good our guards are playing. Bray and Tate are playing really well. They're being more confident. Carson made some huge shots for us. Aiden is Aiden. I thought Taylor and Blaine and Mason, those guys, Waylon, I thought they all played some really important minutes for us. And defensively, holding Jax Allen to only 3 field goals. That was big for you. Yeah, it was. And to start the game, it seemed like him and Blythe were just going to dominate. And we said you can't let them get their average. If they get 40 plus, we're in trouble. And I thought we did a good job on them. Tate gave up some buckets early, but Tate's a smart player and he's a competitor and did a nice job. He made Blythe take some tough ones. I thought Taylor did a great job on Allen, just limiting his touches. He catches the ball within 15 feet. Man, he's going to score most of the time, but he made him take some tough ones, and just thought we did a really good job. Yeah, he's been averaging 21.5 points a game. You hold him to 3 field goals. That says a lot for your defense. Yeah, I would have never thought that before the game, especially he made 2 shots there in the first quarter. So for him to only make 1 more shot was a big help to our team. And you had guys step up tonight, like you say, with Eli not playing tonight. You had Carson hitting 4 threes tonight. You had Miller in double figures. You had Spillman in double figures. Bray Bewley knocking down a couple of threes for you tonight. Yeah, and I didn't say it, but we had to have the guards. They had to score some tonight. They couldn't, put up 1 and 2 or something like that. They had to score some because there wasn't. They threw it off a little bit because with Eli being in there most all the time with the things we run, there was somebody different. So a time or two was a little off balance there, but Bray's just got to shoot the ball with confidence. Tate is, but Bray's he's just got to shoot it with confidence, and I thought he did. He made some big ones, and Carson always seems to. But we needed those guys tonight to play well, and I thought Taylor gave us 7 points, and he battled on the glass, did a nice job, and I told Mason Bunch there after the game, the offensive rebound he got there in the second quarter, I think, kicked it out. Bray made the 3. Those are huge plays. I think we were down 5 or 6 at that time, and coming down the stretch there, how big is 3 points? He just dug it out, kicked it out, and we made the 3. So those are big game-changing plays, and it doesn't always happen at the end of the game. Well, you go to 19-10, got a chance for your 20th win coming up on the road at Clinton County. Always a tough place to play. Yeah. New coach. You're not going to see Todd Messer on the sideline, but he'll be there, I'm sure. But Clinton County is a team that I think got 4 guys average double figures. Well, it's a tough place to play. It's a long trip, but it's a tough place to play, and it's always a very physical game, and it's a tough place to play because they're always good, and they have good crowds and really into it. They sit right behind our bench and usually give us a lot of encouragement. They've got a good team, and I honestly haven't watched any of them yet. I will before Thursday, but I know they've got a good team. I've seen them a little bit just on some other films, but they've got good guards, got a big kid, and they shoot it. So they've got a nice team, and we'll have our hands full. But the biggest thing, we just got to come back tomorrow, get some rest, come back tomorrow. We're not going to go long. We got a lot of guys played a ton of minutes tonight, but come back. Hopefully get Eli back. Right. Hopefully by tomorrow, at least a little bit, and hopefully he'll be ready to go on Thursday. Jay.
Yeah. Coach, congratulations again on tonight's win. And
thanks,
again,
Jay.
fourth Region Athletic Director of the Year. Well deserved.
Well, I don't know about that part. The AD here has a whole lot of help, and there's a whole lot of people that help me. Scott Chapman from our principals, our gate workers, and everybody here that does so much stuff. Our assistant principals. There's a whole lot of people a whole lot of moving parts there, and a whole lot of people help me, and I'm very appreciative of it, but I certainly don't feel deserving of that because I'm a small part of it, but I do appreciate it, and we hopefully got a little bit more work to do here.
Yeah.
So,
Coach,
thanks, Jeff.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Coach Warren Cunningham, the Trojans, winning 58-50 here tonight, the last home game of the regular season over Metcalfe County. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy a McDonald's meal tonight at your Glasgow McDonald's. Finishing up the scoring here for Barren County tonight, 20 field goals, 7 of those three-point shots, 11 of 19 from the free-throw line, and 3 players in double figures. Of course, Eli Brooks, as Coach Cunningham mentioned, hopefully he'll be back tomorrow for practice and get ready for Clinton County on Thursday night. Carson Beckham, 4 threes tonight, couple of 2s, 2 free throws, 18 points for Carson Beckham tonight. 11 for Tate Spillman. He had 3 baskets, one of those a three-point shot. He was 4 of 4 from the foul line. 11 points for Aiden Miller. He had 4 baskets. He was 3 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. 9 points for Bray Bewley. He knocked down a couple of threes and a 2-point basket. He was 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. Taylor Ogles was 7 points, 3 baskets, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Blaine Watson had a bucket for 2 points tonight. And, of course, they brought in Mason Bunch, who picked up a couple of good plays there defensively. Also, Waylon Clemens saw action tonight as well for the Trojans. And all in all, a great effort. And let's go over some stats now.
Okay, real quickly, I just picked up the girls' stats there. Real quickly, we were 21 of 51 for 39%, 7 of 22 from behind the arc, 19 of 43. So we got up 8 more shots than Metcalfe County, just made 1 more, but those make a difference. They were 19 of 43, 5 of 13 from behind the arc. The big number, in my opinion, was turnovers. We forced them into 16 turnovers, and we only had 5 ourselves. Rebounds were even. We had 29 apiece. We did have 4 more offensive boards than they did at 9 to 5. But all in all, very good team effort tonight, team win, team defense. We had some guys step up on offense. It's going to be hard to pick one guy tonight, I really think. But, you could go through everybody. Spillman had the tough draw of Wide Blight and I. Did a really good job. Ogles, I thought, especially down the stretch, probably, it's hard to pick between those 2 guys being a defensive player of the game. But Jax Allen just had 1 field goal in the second half, and I think that was a big difference. Ogles pretty much took him out of the game. And then Bewley had some big buckets. Obviously, Carson hit the 3s down the stretch that made the difference. So really tough to go anywhere tonight, but other than just everybody stepping up in Eli's absence and plugging holes, and that's what you get with a well-coached team. Warren clearly deserves credit, and his guys, and Matt's as good as they come, and I know it's grandparents are special people. They've always been to me, and it's been a tough week around here for a lot of people. We didn't talk about that, and I didn't mention that earlier, it's hard, for kids to process things that they shouldn't have to process at their age, and my heart goes out to everybody in those situations. But our kids brought a little joy tonight, and part of that you got to take with you and enjoy. Even on Valentine's Day, a lot of people spent Valentine's night with their sweetheart at a ball game, but thankfully the Trojanettes treated them to 2 good victories, and hopefully we can move on down the road to Clinton County, a tough place to play, and keep it rolling.
Yep. Last home game of the regular season here tonight, and Barren County wins both games by a score of 47-46. The Trojanettes over the Lady Hornets, and here in the second game, the Trojans 58, Metcalfe County 50. As we mentioned, our MVP is a total team effort tonight. Everybody's MVP. Monticello Bank, your MVP when it comes to all your financial needs. Proud sponsor of the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. That's going to about do it here from Bobby Steenberg and Court at Barren County High. Our next broadcast Thursday night when the Trojans and Trojanettes travel to Clinton County, take on the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. Our broadcast covers just after 5:30 from Albany, right here on Nash 103.7. I want to thank Chris Bratcher, our studio producer tonight, and now for Robert Bauer here at courtside. This is Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and good night from Barren County High.